Sorry. I had to break
love
that
you,
down. Love you, Kim. I'm sorry I had to cut Big off. That was kind of blasphemous for me to have to do that, but I had to.
Yeah.
I had
We
to.
was gonna get off into a whole nother.
Yeah, we was gonna get into it. That would have been a whole nother fucking topic. We start talking about the fact that this nigga stood next to the nigga that I will always consider the God MC, the Notorious B.I.G.
Over Rakim?
Huh?
Junior.
Over Rakim?
Junior. The
call
God
him-
MC Junior.
I'm about to say, you
Junior.
take him as the guy.
Who's God MC Senior?
Rakim?
I'm not.
The nigga goes by the God MC.
That's it. But Jay-Z's called himself to that though, as well.
Nah.
His name is
the-
Jehovah, the God MC. Me, Jehovah. Like, I understand that Rakim called himself that. It's other guys that
But
call themselves it.
everybody-
You asked me, y'all want to know what I'm saying. Me.
His peers.
Nigga, I don't give a
His
fuck about his
peers,
peers.
who we've
Bro.
learned and recited their lyrics.
Bro, this is
Call
me.
that- that's
This
your
is
opinion.
me.
That's your opinion.
The
And we
God
gonna-
MC.
He the first MC that came out was just
The God
smooth
MC.
as shit, thorough as shit.
Yeah,
The God
see,
MC
I
is
love
big.
Biggie.
Your God
The-
MC is
That's
big.
your God
Big.
MC.
The fucking
That's your God MC.
the Titan, which I think is greater than all gods, which is the master of the universe, is Slim Shady. Argue with whoever the fuck you want to about it, you'll never be able to convince me otherwise. Because
it's your opinion.
Because my
It's your opinion.
criteria is what hip hop was founded on: lyrics, rhyming pattern, flow, bars.
So you take M and then Big. So that's your 1 and 2.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
That's your opinion.
Of course.
That's your opinion.
And
You
of
tell us
course,
that.
yes. M then
Like
Big.
less than a couple, what was it, 3 weeks ago? You know, we have to allow people to have their opinions.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very, very strong fucking opinion too. Welcome back.
Welcome back, you motherfuckers.
Welcome back to episode 83 of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast.
Yep.
I am your host, Mr. Know-It-All,
Talk to him.
a.k.a. Keith Saunders,
Who else?
b.k.a. Michael
What
Voorhees,
else?
and a.k.a. Haiku if you want to be rapper about it.
Spit that dope ass gangster shit, pimp. And who that motherfucker hot ass 5 motherfuckers over there that she be talking about? Pimp.
Light. Left Eye. Yo-Yo. Latifah. Kim.
Don't you ever mention Kim last in that group either.
Well, that was 5-1.
Oh, all right. Dylan too. And you know what the funny thing about it is though, my brain is so fucking warped that I'm in my top 20.
We didn't know that.
That's a narcissistic bastard for you. I'm in my own top 20.
You should be. Fuck you.
Nigga,
Nigga, if
think
you
I'm
don't
been
love
You don't
sick.
believe
I've
in your
said this
motherfucking
over and
self.
over again. If
Who the
you
fuck
don't
else
love
is
you,
supposed to believe in
how
Nigga.
anybody else supposed to love you?
Nigga, during my heyday, nigga, I was nasty than six
Just nasty.
six
Just say nasty.
butt lickers.
Just say nasty.
I was nasty than a motherfucker.
Oh my
But nah. Honestly,
You was part of the booty looking crew?
no, I was not part of Eat a Booty Gang. Yo,
That's what he was.
but no, I really want to I want to say before we started, I've been thinking what you
I've
call
been
it.
thinking.
So we at
Was
episode
you thinking while you was
83,
drinking?
rapidly approaching episode 100, and it'll be here before you know it. We got 17 fucking weeks, right? So at episode 100 or episode 83 as of today, I'm making a decision in order to change the aesthetic. I'm changing the fucking aesthetic. So I'm placing goals and putting shit in my in the realm of everything and whatnot. I'm just going to change the aesthetic. This formula, as you see here, everything that you see is going to be different. By episode 100.
Oh.
By episode 100. We're going to
Wardrobe change.
we're going yeah. No. We're going to have
like the 5 herpes.
Why do you push the mic away and then keep talking?
Because I'm talking to him.
She don't want everybody else to hear this right now.
But
No, when you
We having a
When you say you're changing, like my head started to hurt. I push everything away. I had to
No.
look through my
I'm changing.
fingers.
The reason why I'm changing the aesthetic is whatnot is because of the plans that I
changing the
have.
look.
We're changing the look, but I
We're-
also
we're
want to have
evolving.
the plan for the future because for the past 3 weeks I've been looking over at the couch that we're gonna have some guests on soon that we haven't had yet, and then when I start thinking about bringing more cameras on and stuff like that, we need to maximize not only the space, but the way we utilize the space. You know what I'm saying? So the whole point of it is that I just think that the aesthetic needs to change. I think the table might be a done deal. I think we probably only gonna bring the table out for maybe like round tables and shit like that, specials and shit. I just don't.
I think a smaller table.
Maybe a smaller table, maybe, and that's what I'm saying. Something that kind of just, you know what I mean?
Something
Smaller
that's to the
table,
right
so
of us that
yeah,
maybe
something
people
that
don't
broadcast
see.
is
Smaller
a little
table
better.
so you can still have the laptop up and everything.
No, absolutely. But I want this to
Like
be.
I
still-
think
we
the
can
round,
still, you know,
the round table would be great if we have like guests coming.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that we can sit them at the table, and you said you might get more cameras, so then
Yeah.
everybody has an angle.
Right, exactly. And I think that's the
Yeah.
point of it. But I think that we got to have more of a kickback flair or whatnot, something that we can kind of, you can see us. You know what I'm saying?
well,
you know what I mean? Just in a realm
We're
of
all
everything.
for it.
so
that's-
YouTube can really see Kelly.
That's what it is too. YouTube and wanting to see. What's up with the toy breaker? Yes. Yes. Yo. Oh man, like I said, I'm Mr. Know-It-All, and to the right of me.
How you doing?
What up, man?
What up, dude?
Long night.
That's almost every night.
Nick. What's your name?
Hello, people all around the world. I am Mr. Rough Rider,
Uh-huh.
Star Dot Rider,
Yep.
DJ Ruffy Hendrix.
Yep.
The General, Mr. I'm going in, etc. King Me, you know, Father the 7, you know what I mean, the Grandpop the 2, you know, and I make sure I do what I gotta do to take all care of my
Pop
ass.
Zizzle.
But point blank period every day, I am Ruffy Hendrix, the mouth of the South, you dig?
How many people got grandpops that look like that?
Hey.
You trying to be Mr. Still Your Grandma
Hey,
head ass.
shit.
nigga.
Listen, I took the kids. It was just me and the kids, the 17, 13, 12, and 10-year-old to Six Flags was by
Yeah, I
myself.
saw that.
You took them to Six Flags by yourself? Yeah. How was it on the week? During the week? Can you get on
It
rides?
was thick, but you know, it wasn't as bad.
Yeah, the
a couple
weekend-
rides we had to
weekend-
wait a little
During the
bit,
week
you
is
know.
banging.
Certain joints, you know, you had to wait a little longer.
Right,
'cause,
right,
you know,
right.
they was the joints, but we got on them there every fucking thing. We had a ball. I lost Jay the phone, but we had a ball
Oh, shit.
on Superman.
And to my left.
Hi.
Look
Lost
at-
the
look at
baby
this.
phone.
Yeah, listen. I lost the 17-year-old's phone to Superman because her and the 12-year-old decided, literally, as we're getting on the ride, to hand me their phones.
Yeah, that
Like
was-
literally. So I'm like, I had to try to slide them in the front pockets because I got my
Ooh,
pocket.
and it slid
in
off
the
on a
leg
roller
joint.
coaster? It slid off on a roller? Like it just came out your pocket?
Man,
on a
that
loop?
shit flew out. I literally did not feel it. But Jay was like, "Is that my phone?" I was like, "I see your phone."
Oh, shit.
And they right behind me. They right behind me. Like, and it's almost the end of the ride. I'm like,
Dude, losing
and I
your,
can't even feel, my arms can't even, because I'm on the Superman. So
losing your phone on a roller coaster is just
Arms
travesty.
too short to box with.
they almost ruined
Yup.
the day. They almost ruined the day.
All right, and to my left,
Or la costa.
look at the coolest you want to be, jean dress on today and whatnot. YouTube, your little thigh action shit.
Nope. I'm turned to the right. I'm very conscious and aware of what I have on and where the cameras are placed. Hello.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. That's a dress, right? That's
Yes.
that's not a man's shirt, is it?
No.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say.
No, that's a
No.
dress.
It's a dress.
You sure?
Yeah.
Look
Look
at
at
the
the
sleeves.
sleeves.
All right.
Look at the
Okay, the
sleeves.
sleeve. Okay, I had to be sure because I started seeing it for a minute. I'm like,
What
hold up.
man do
Look
you
at the
know that has a
sleeve and the
jean
stick.
shirt like
And the
this?
stick.
A jean shirt, period. When's the
That's
last
true,
time you
too.
saw a man in a jean shirt?
I know some country niggas.
I know. Damn.
Country niggas. We in the city.
They live up here. They still country. They
All
still
right,
wear
well,
jeans.
Yeah, I'm about
this
to
is
say.
my dress
Oh, all the
that
same.
I got from the store.
You might have a country. You might have a country grammar sophisticated ass nigga that
I
likes.
love country niggas.
All right then. So you might
But
got
I
get you a jean
have not
shirt.
been able to find them here.
Ox swinging ass niggas and shit.
Happy with
I'm
what
a
I found.
country ass nigga, so
Ah,
I'm talking
whatever.
shit.
Anyway, hi,
Wait.
I'm Kelly.
Yup.
Nice to meet you guys.
Hi, Kelly.
How are ya? My nickname's the Diva.
Oh,
At
really?
all times.
At all times.
All the damn time. Even when I don't feel like it.
Drop the bomb on them. Yeah, I gotta say hi to everybody. So
Hi.
hello to the Spotify listeners, Apple Podcast listeners, Google Podcast listeners, Stitcher listeners, SoundCloud listeners, Anchor listeners, Home Team, and the YouTube viewers. How are you? And I've made an executive decision because this YouTube shit ain't gonna ruin my life. You know what I'm saying? And I like to drink and go out and do shit. The YouTube videos will be coming out 4 to 5 days after the audio.
They come out when they come out.
They come the fuck out but they get there when they get there.
It'll
all
be
right?
out the same week.
Yeah, it'll be out the same
It just
week.
won't be out the
It's
next
gonna be a little
day,
bit
definitely.
later.
It
It's
ain't
gonna-
definitely going to be the next day.
Oh, damn sure ain't gonna be the next day. Because it takes a
So
lot.
I got
to
drinking to
edit.
do.
I got drinking and
Editing.
good times to be had.
It's summertime.
Oh my gosh. Outside is so open. Outside
So
is so open.
Yo, I've had to catch myself.
Outside is so open. Somebody asked to be our sister wife last night. That's a whole nother thing. Yeah, outside is
God,
open.
I can't.
That's a story for another time. Get with us on IG at Mr_KnowItAll_pod. Facebook fan page, which is recently got a whole lot more members flooding in. Thanks to this guy. 'Cause he wants to invite new people and whatnot, but they involve themselves in all the fuckery.
I keep it. You know what's crazy? When I invite a whole bunch of people,
Yeah.
I fuck around and then be dormant. Because I've been dormant.
Yeah.
I've been dormant all week. This
Yeah,
week.
sometimes it'll be a fallback. But that's the Mr. Know-It-All
I'll be back on
podcast fan page on Facebook. And please send us all your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery over to the Gmail account, MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. That's MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. We always start off the show with the useless fact. I left this fact kind of blank because I want to lead it. And we're changing the formula today just a little bit. We're going to go straight into current events because we got a whole lot of shit to talk about. We do. We got shit we got to talk about. The useless fact is that, and I didn't know this.
Can I give it? Oh,
I didn't know this though, that that promises, legal promises and promissory notes, more often than not are legally binding in court.
Yes.
I did not know that until our recent situation that we've been involved in, or not we've been involved in, but the world has been involved in. It's crazy.
China.
Huh?
Talking about China.
No, I'm talking about, fuck it, let's just go straight into the current events.
Let's get to
You don't look too thrilled.
I
Or maybe
don't.
you mad why, because this shit you don't want to talk about.
Yep.
Yep.
Fuck the news.
Bill Cosby.
Yep, not talking about that.
Oh, yeah, we
We're
talk
not
about
talking
that
about
shit.
Y'all can talk about it. I'm not talking about it.
Why you ain't talking about it?
Why you
Fuck it.
Why? What's the problem?
I'm not talking about
Are
it.
you upset that he's out, or are you pissed off at everybody that's pissed off that he's out?
Like I told somebody the other day, it doesn't make nor break
Right.
how my life lives.
Yeah, yeah.
How I lead my life. He did what he did. He did what he did.
Right. So
I like I said, and I've said this before, I can separate Bill Cosby from Heathcliff Huxtable.
okay. So that means, to me it sounds
I
more as
mean,
if
my
that,
shit
You
is,
believe
I'm not even going to lie, the fact that the reason why I went to college was because of a different world. The reason why the conversation was started in my house was because of a different world.
So it hurts your feelings, the fact that he was even accused of these things.
No, fuck it. He did this shit. He admitted he did this shit. Let him ride.
Did he admit that he did?
Yes, he did.
What did he do?
He admitted that he gave the Quaaludes. He admitted that he slipped the shit, and
No,
he admitted this
He
shit.
said he admitted that he handed them to her.
He gave them Quaaludes,
He
not
didn't
slipped
slip it in
them.
them. He gave them
He
to her.
admitted that he did the shit.
He
And
admit-
he's out on a technicality. And he's about to sue them because of the technicality, because he probably should not have gone to jail in the first
Exactly.
place.
Well, so that's a technicality that I
However-
was talking about.
However, you did the shit. People trusted you personally. So
All
it
right.
is what it is.
Okay, so this is something that Kelly's 15% stands on very, very strongly. And I see how that could be the case. I am not, nor will I ever be a victim shamer or blamer. I will never be
I
that
just-
person. But what I am going to say in the realm of this shit, In the majority of the cases that we're talking about, let's just stem it back from what it is. When you come over a man crib, not once, not twice, not three, not four,
Repeatedly.
not 5, but repeatedly.
Repeatedly.
Right?
What are you going over there for?
What the fuck are you going over there
Yeah.
for? And then here's the deal.
Like, my problem, like you said, I'm not going to victim shame.
Right.
But my problem with this whole situation was how long you waited
Yes.
to say something. Because some people couldn't even get their cases heard because the time allotted was
Statute.
they had to, yeah.
Statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations was out.
But
I'm sorry. I understand you were scared maybe of his status in life or whatever. But if somebody did something to you, and this is coming from someone who's raised in the 80s and 90s, we have more of opportunity to go and say, this person did this to me.
Okay.
Where during the time when it happened to them, most people would have easily taken Bill Cosby's side over them. But I mean, it has to start somewhere. You have to.
What about situational convenience?
Like, I don't even understand how it, outside of Hannibal Buress joke that he told.
Narc.
And
I don't. First and foremost, I'm not a Hannibal Buress fan, but can I? But I mean, I just want to say one thing about this whole situation. Let me tell you something. If Bill Cosby, there is a creeper side to Bill Cosby. We understand that. Because of his position, because he was quote unquote America's dad and whatnot, we look at it a little more sideways because we understand what he portrayed on TV. So we have this image built up of him. Remember we talked about that last week about somebody that you held in high regard, high esteem, and they did something to fuck it up. That's what Bill did. His people, because we always held Bill that's Heathcliff Huxtable. That's Bill Cosby. That's the comedian that don't curse. That's the family man. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't do that. Bill, for the past 40 years, had been fucking women. You know what I'm saying? So Bill got some shit with him. Bill like bitches. All right, so let's just call that what it is.
like to get his dick wet.
He liked to get his dick wet. That's the name of the game.
He's a fucking man.
He's
What
exactly
man
right.
He's a fucking man.
So
I think the problem with most people is that when they see him,
right.
they see him, they see Heathcliff Huxtable. You
Right.
have to understand, that is not him. That is a character he's
Absolutely.
played.
Yes.
Where some of it, the amount of children, the gender of the children is based on his life.
Right.
But this is not his life.
Not at all.
This is not what he's experienced. This is not his North Philly upbringing.
at all.
Who knows what he's into out there in the streets.
Well, we know what he's into.
Well, I mean now, but I'm just saying when all this happened.
Well as, and this is not to victim shame.
Right.
Let me state that off the rip. We wasn't at his crib with none of these situations or any of these places that these things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We weren't. Only
Right.
people who was there was him and the possible or alleged victim.
Right.
I'll state it that way.
It's the same thing with the Mike Tyson situation with the girl from the beauty pageant. Why are you going over his room? I was maybe 15 or 16 when it happened.
Right.
And for whatever reason, y'all know how my memory is. For whatever reason, when they showed the girl but they blurred her face out,
Right.
I remember that whole beauty pageant.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, I was like, that's Desiree. Why did I remember her name? I had no idea.
Right.
But I'm like, even at 15 and 16, I was like, well, why'd you go over his house, his apartment, 1 o'clock in the morning?
See, here's the
Even then, I knew that time of frame, unless that's my man,
right.
Why are you going over there? Because that's sex hours.
Here's the crazy thing about
Those
this.
are sex
Here's-
hours. Those are not sit there and talk and hold hands
But they
and talk
know
about
this.
your love life or whatever.
And that is where I feel it's an issue.
Yeah.
Because everybody with the situation with Bill, everybody's adults. He's adults. Every person who, came forth, as an accuser was an adult.
And a lot of these were white women.
And most of this happened, quote unquote, after hours.
Yeah.
but in almost
Like one girl said he was going to help her get on the show or whatever. So we can't meet at the office.
What is the percent? Let me ask you a question
That's
real
the
quick. Let me ask you a
whole
question.
point.
Real
And
quick.
it's understood Hollywood had a lot of that shit going on,
Yeah, still
but
do.
you know why you was being met.
First of all,
you were
let's-
meeting somewhere else. You were meeting elsewhere to audition
was
a
called the
different
casting
way.
Right, you was
It was a
auditioning, right,
different
right, right.
audition for
So-
that fucking part.
So all right. So we already know this. This is what happens in Hollywood. This is a regular thing. This shit still happens today.
This is
so,
why the Me Too movement happened.
So here's the deal, though. So let me ask y'all a question. What's the percentage of these girls that went
Ow.
over there that went over there thinking that no, it's not even. Let's not even do that. What's
I mean,
per-
can we really be that naive though?
Right, exactly. What's the percentage of these females that were not fucking Bill for personal gain?
I'll wait.
It's a big
Damn,
fat
exactly.
fucking zero. All right, so now let's eliminate the fucking fuckery.
You already where I was going to go with.
Yeah, exactly.
Bigger picture.
Yeah, exactly.
As you already said, this was America's dad.
I'm sorry. I've seen
Not Black's dad.
I've
Not
seen
Black America's
pictures
dad.
of Bill Cosby when he was playing football at Temple.
Uh-huh.
I've seen pictures of him when he was in I Spy. I've seen I Spy.
Okay.
There is nothing in me that would have fucked him.
Bill
Unless
Cosby
I was
wasn't
gonna get
well,
something out of it.
exactly. Bill Cosby wasn't a handsome man, and that probably one of the reasons why the women decided to take the fucking Quaaludes. You know what I'm
Real
saying?
shit.
So, yeah, I mean, am I wrong for saying that? Like, I'm just
Because
saying,
the same
like real
token,
rap.
how many times? Listen,
Like,
not
it's-
saying you per se, but how many girlfriends that they fuck with some dudes, for what they can get for them.
Yeah.
And so they got
Oh.
right. They had to get right before they could deal with them.
Women marry motherfuckers for personal gain. Ugly motherfuckers for personal gain. All the time. Looks don't mean shit to women. And that's something that's so all right. So we going off a topic. That's something different. Here's the deal. First and foremost, the statute of limitations is the fuck done. It been the fuck done. That's the reason why you made the promise to him. You wasted 2 years of this old ass man's life when you should have got him back when he was a young buck. You should have got him back then. And if anybody would have ever said something,
You might have got more money back
he
then.
might have got more money. He would have been locked up. He'd have been under the jail. The problem is that you mean to tell me, come on, man. A lot of the shit that was going on, this was I Spy days. This was before the Cosby Show. So you mean to tell me that all that time ago?
Got him when
That's
he
what
was
I'm
on
saying.
TV selling Jello pudding.
That's my whole point, though.
Exactly.
But at the end of the
If
day-
you would have got Jello pudding money,
But at the end of the day, though,
Pudding pops for life.
at the end of the day, they waited all this time. But it's not even about them waiting all this time. That's the reason why I call Animal Burris a fucking narc. What personal gain did you get out of going on stage and making a joke out of something that everybody knows about already? Everybody knew. It was like the R. Kelly thing. Everybody fucking knew for a fact that Bill used to give Quaaludes. Bill said that shit. Bill used to be talking about, you used to buy the Spanish fly and give it to the women. That's the fucking first. He said that shit in a comedy show. So we know that but that's what they used to do. They would do that shit to get high. So it wasn't they was slipping it to them. These niggas would take a Quaalude too.
Yes.
It's like ecstasy pills. These niggas is everybody, they fucking off the Quaaludes. So why are we sitting up there acting as if that Bill had a rolling cycle? Anybody, come through, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna slip the Quaaludes in your drink and I'm gonna fuck you. Nah, bitch, how many times? Well, with me, after the first year, I was thinking that something was weird about Mr. Cosby. The first year, bitch, the first fucking year. The first year, though. I mean, seriously. Can I be real? Can I pod today?
Please.
Can I really have a
Please.
conversation
Yes.
that sometimes to me
Yes.
it bothers me how we sit up there and play this game. I'm not victim shame, not victim blaming and whatnot. Some of you bitches ain't victims. Some of you bitches is not victims.
Thank you.
All the
Thank
victims
you.
out here in the world, there are a lot of people out
There
here.
are a lot of
I know
victims.
women. Listen, I've heard about women being followed home and raped and hurt and whatnot. I heard a story not long ago or whatnot where, you know what I'm saying, girl was going home to her boyfriend, sleeping in the bed, and somebody caught her outside the door, raped outside the fucking door. As a man, do you not know what that do to you know what I mean, to your spirit to know that your woman was violated when you was right there? My nigga, let me tell you something. That's the type of shit that real men look at and be like, yo, they would never let something like that happen to women. But at the end of the day, some of you bitches ain't victims. You're not. You know what I'm saying? You want for the come up. And when Hannibal Buress opened that fucking, that's why I call him a narc. When he opened that little pathway by saying that shit and then doubling down on it, thinking that it would blow his career up as the one that kind of put the shine on him. Yo, man, first and foremost, nigga, you ain't even that funny.
Nope, not at all.
And you're not Bill Cosby. So cut it the fuck out. You lucky that you even got something, you know what I mean, in the realm of what's going on. I don't even, you know what I mean? All right, you've done what he was doing. He was Tosh.0's opening act or something like that. Yo, you motherfuckers kill me. What is with black men really standing on? Look, if you don't like what a black man did, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But why the fuck we got to raise pitchforks and burn barns down and whatnot and persecute our own? For who? For what? And he fucks your mom, Hannibal Buress? That's what happened? Your mama was one of the victims? No. Your auntie? No. So what the fuck are you talking about? Fuck him. He's a narc. That's why I said I don't like that. I don't even like the idea that he did that. Yeah. To me, that was corny when he did it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we already heard about some shit that Bill had did. So all right.
Ultimately, I just the technicality. I gotta curb it there real quick.
Right.
With the technicality.
Right.
Black people been getting fucked by this system that's been built to destroy us since the beginning of the system was built to destroy us.
How do you lock a nigga up that you promised that you wouldn't lock up? Under legal stature. You said to him,
before
listen,
he even gave statements.
You said you give this statement, so you give this statement to say that you knew that these women took this shit. But Bill never lied and said he didn't know that they was taking the Quaaludes. So all he did was double down on the shit that he had been saying from the beginning. They used that against him in a criminal case which he was never supposed to be tried for. Exactly. And you know what's funny? Imagine if that shit was a murder trial. Imagine that shit was a murder trial. Imagine if they were talking about the bodies that Bill had underneath his fucking house. And all of a sudden you make a promise to this nigga, oh, we won't prosecute you. But he goes away for the murders which you more than likely he committed. Or maybe he didn't commit, or you don't know.
He knows who committed.
He knows who committed, or he was letting somebody bury it. It don't matter. The judicial system has fucked itself because them lawyers want their records to be so, them prosecutors want their records to be so crazy, like Jamie Foxx and a law-abiding citizen. You're willing to go behind it so you can keep a good track record of prosecutions. Mm-hmm. It's fucking crazy to me. Yeah. And then you wasn't even supposed to prosecute that man. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. It's a whole lot of fuckery that goes on and whatnot when it comes down to it. And then now they're crucifying Felicia Rashad for standing by her friend. Yeah, standing by her friend.
They're calling for her job.
Calling for her job. She didn't even start the fucking job yet. And you Howard students need to get off your fucking high horse. I love Howard. I love it. I love HBCUs, but you niggas need to get off your fucking high horse and whatnot. You hoes down there sucking dick. Y'all down there fucking accusing motherfuckers of rape. Y'all down there wilding the fuck out. Y'all ain't been inside since the pandemic, but everybody got a moral compass to stand on. I'm here to fucking pod today. I'm so tired of people. I'm tired of niggas.
Stop crucifying motherfuckers.
It's crazy.
We have to stop tearing each other the fuck down when we already got everybody the fuck else gunning for us. So we say the Olympics.
Have I not said this from the gate that you never see white people go at each other in public?
Exactly.
Like we do.
At all.
Okay.
At all.
They might stand by you. They might not agree with what you're saying or doing, but they're not going to let anyone take their vocal and use it against you. Now, when the door is closed, they might whoop your ass for that dumb shit you did.
Right.
But I'm not going to let the world see me do that.
Here's an example.
But us.
Here's an example. All she did was make a tweet supporting her friend, who she's been supportive of the entire time.
Yeah.
Right?
It's nothing new.
Donald Trump went on TV and said, I like to grab him by the pussy. Before he got elected.
And then
he
was
got
still
elected.
running. He was still running.
And then got elected under the grabbing them by the pussy mantra. You know what I'm saying? Make America
How?
great again and grab them by the pussy.
How is that okay?
And that's my whole thing. There's enough of them out there to say, you know what?
Non-colored, Bill's colored.
Fucking crazy. But the problem is that white people wasn't crucifying him. You know who was making the most noise about him, about talking about grabbing him by the pussy?
Us.
Black people and Spanish people. Okay,
The
cool.
Spanish people is the one that got him fucking elected.
Oh, we doing that? You came to pod then too? Is that what we talking about?
And Spanish people were the ones that got his ass elected.
Hey,
you know
listen.
why? Because you have some of those Spanish people. See, when we see them, we just see Spanish people. We see the last name Hernandez, Rodriguez.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
They
Don't forget
don't.
I'm partially Spanish.
They don't.
Yeah.
Because when you go over to Cuba, when you go over to Spain, they have the class system.
Right,
And if you look like me with the last name Rodriguez, then you black. But if you look like
or you're negrita. Let's talk about
Negrita.
yeah. That's
Right?
different. Yeah, that's.
But
that's
you
a
can
whole
also
different-
have, if you look at TV, you look at the news. I just saw a dude on TV. His last name was Martinez. I was like, where? Martinez, where?
Yeah, look, you never know. You
So
never
then
know.
you have those
Yeah.
that do have the Spanish last names and speak Spanish, whatever.
Right.
But they identify as white.
But let me ask you a question.
That's what they try to be.
But let me ask you a question. Do they?
But
beat-
guess what?
do they
When the
beat
white
each-
people see you,
But do they beat each other's back? And is there a majority Spanish type of university or organization that would call for the firing of somebody like Felicia Rashad because of her of them supporting somebody? Even not even them. I don't know any Spanish communities that
I
would
don't-
say if
I can't say that because I don't know.
They keep
of
that shit
any-
in. They
Keep
keep
they
that
shit
shit
in-house.
In-house. They
You know
go
what I'm saying?
they go through shit often,
everybody.
but they keep
Listen
they
to what
shit.
you just said. They keep that shit in house.
Yep.
Everybody but us.
But us.
keeps that shit in house.
But you know why? Because we live outhouse. We live outside. We are outdoorsy. You know what I'm saying? Don't nothing make us feel better than the look at me. Look at me. And this and this is not
See
can
me.
can I tell you something that's crazy? This doesn't even stem, this will never change because this doesn't even stem from America. Black people, African people, it has been ingrained in our nature to be flamboyant, to be look at us. So therefore,
Our
what
skin
happens
says,
is,
look at us.
exactly, our skin says look at us. So what we do is
There is
we
no,
want the flyest
there is
clothes, we want the
no
flyest
other-
cars, we want the flyest jewelry, we want to get on, show you all the money we got, this, that, and the third, which is fine until you use that same fucking energy to persecute your brother. That's what you do. You take that same fucking energy that you had when you went out there and you bought that $20,000 chain and you all blinged up and whatnot. You use that same fucking energy when it comes down to something that you don't like. Rather than pulling your brother to the side like, look, man, you another black man. You don't give a fuck about. The problem is, the biggest problem is that we don't care enough about each other.
Amen.
It's like when,
Period.
like, say you make a mistake on Facebook. You
Right.
post something and you say B, you mean something else.
Right.
You have the people that write on your page.
Right.
And this how you know who your people are and who your not people are.
Right.
You write something mistakenly. Let's say, two, as in TOO.
Yeah.
But I just write TO. You have the people that will go in.
Yup.
Don't you mean this? Don't you mean that? And then you have the people, like I wrote something on my page the other day, and my
Right.
homeboy texted me.
Text you.
Like,
That's
yo, I feel your statement. I think you mean such and such. Just one word.
Right.
But just to you
Just
got
like-
there and there and
Just like what you call it when we did the episode with All the Smoke podcast. Shout out to ATS. In the description, I think the name of the episode was something with the word definitely in it. Now, definitely is a tricky word because definitely had at the end of the word it's E. I think the real word, what is it? E is TELY, or is it TLEY?
TELY.
TELY. But sometimes some people mistakenly spell it TLEY. So when I put it down, I spelled it the other way. I
Spelled it wrong.
spelled it wrong. Meek texted me and said, or she inboxed me and said, yo, I'm a stickler about this, but I want the episode to go out. You know what I mean? With this on there, it's ELY. Say less.
Right.
But here's the thing. You know what's funny to me though? You can tell what people feel as if that they know, and then what people don't know. Because most people don't know the difference between spelling woman and women. Most people don't know the difference, and most people wouldn't even been able to tell me how to spell definitely. So therefore, you only do that shit for shit that you do know. But that's neither here nor there, man. I just
No one's part of the battle. It says G.I. Joe.
No one is half the battle, right? No one is
No, he's half the battle.
That was my shit. So off of black on black bullshit.
We got Olympic against black.
Welcome home, Bill. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a heaven and hell to send you to, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you do another comedy special or whatnot, I'm gonna watch your old shit, make me laugh or whatnot, because that's the talent that you gave the world. You know, whatever faults and discretions that you have, you know, that's between you and God and your wife. You know what I'm saying? She could be at home kicking his ass
You know
right
how
now.
much shit I got people to judge me on?
Yeah.
I ain't got time to judge that man.
I can dig it.
Do I support? Like I said, don't make no break.
Speaking of judging, Sha'Carri Richardson.
God bless you, baby. God bless you,
Sha'Carri
baby.
Richardson was removed or suspended for, which I believe, for 30 days. Mm-hmm. So, me and Ruff was outside talking, and I was saying that she might be able to make,
Rest in peace to her mom.
I see, and that's another thing. So we were just talking.
That's what we're not speaking about.
So at the Olympic trials, what was that? Two weeks ago, the Olympic trials, her mother was sitting in the stands when she got to go. And apparently I didn't know, because when Shannon told me, I was like, wait, no, her mom's not dead. That was her mom that was in the stands.
That was her grandmother she ran up and hugged.
Oh, that's her grandmother.
That was her grandmother.
So her mom, how long ago did her mom pass?
Her mom just had to pass.
Yeah, that's correct. So it was her grandmother. Was her mom in the hospital or?
I don't know.
Okay. Because regardless of what it is, that's neither here nor there. She smoked weed in order to cope. There is and
the thing is, I mean, the way they are referencing it in the story is like, she said, I used weed after a reporter told me my biological mother had died, which means just from that statement,
right,
that the mother didn't raise her.
Okay. And how the hell did the reporter know? I don't even know.
Right.
That's a whole nother thing. So we don't know.
I'm just going to speak it beautifully into fruition that her suspension is going to end right before the Olympics, and she's going to have a chance to
it won't end right before the Olympics, because the Olympics starts next week. But
before her Olympics.
Well, in the 100 meters it won't. But she is I think she's available for the relay. Right. So hopefully she'll be able to, and the American women, either American or Jamaican women, win that damn relay every year. Mm-hmm. I mean, them chicks is out of control. I just think that this whole situation with weed is a double-edged sword with it or whatnot. Y'all ban substances and all this other shit. But when it comes down to it, I just think that it's not a steroid. It's not nothing that's actually affecting her performance. So I just don't understand what leg are we standing on. And the fact that Michael Phelps was probably high every time he got into the fucking pool. But I guess that's not for me to say.
The instant was, she admitted to what she did.
Right.
She took ownership.
Right.
Well, I have issue, and this is because I've done some research, and I think some more influential people who have, you know, a greater voice of the people. The Olympics is governed by, I believe, was it the United Nations or whatever? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but there's a worldwide Olympic committee though. Yeah, other countries. Yeah.
So you know they have their shit.
Yeah.
As for here in America,
they can't get weed out there. Go ahead.
As of here in America,
right,
we have to fight to get marijuana off the FDA Schedule 1.
Right.
Because, and I did this research because I told you I'm going to go get my CDL. Even if I get my CDL, if I actually, and have medical marijuana card, which I do now.
Right.
and I fail a test because of me taking my medication, I still will lose my job because the feds still look at marijuana as a Schedule I
No,
narcotic.
yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
But with this young lady's situation, we just not what's the word? Enhancer. It's not an enhancer.
It's
It,
just
it, it enhances your need to want to eat and go to sleep and shit.
but
and
it's
say
just
daily shit,
it's
but
on a banned list, and that's what I'm saying. They create this shit because it's on a banned list of
Stuff to take.
things that she cannot partake in it. And it's it's as general as saying marijuana, cocaine, heroin. That's it. They just generalize street drugs.
And
That's all they
see,
do.
here's my question, right? Here's I'm sorry, another question from it. Who else was tested? Was it just her?
No, everybody was.
Everybody got
Yeah,
tested.
everybody was
Everybody got tested, and
No,
she's
they-
the one person who failed.
Yeah, no. It was a
No,
couple.
I'm
It was a
not-
couple of people that probably fell. No, there are a couple other people that's probably. This is the one that we're able to see. Is a lot of people that go to the Olympics and a lot of people that run, swim, jump, do everything in the Olympics. So she's probably not the only one. She is from a place where, like you said, she's from a place where it's legal.
Oregon is
Right,
completely
right,
legal,
right, it's illegal,
recreational
right.
as well as medical.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's legal, and which is understandable. But at the end of the day, all in all, my thing is that you cope the way you cope, and you know what I mean, and I get it, and like I said, it's just so much of a catch-22 because they do have it in writing, so you can't take that away from it.
Yeah.
I just think that we did just like everything else, all the people that did all this jail time and shit like that for marijuana. I think that if we're gonna start lifting this shit, just start lifting it. Make that shit legal in the United States of America. Then let America sit there and argue with, instead of it being a mayor or a governor of Oregon having to argue with the Olympic Committee. Have the Olympic Committee people argue with them and say, well, look, our athletes smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Because
That's
it's
what I'm
legal
saying.
here.
That's what I'm
You know what I'm saying? Make it as easy as that.
It has to be removed from being a Schedule I narcotic. It's on the FDA. As
It's
long
not
as
even
that,
right. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like
It needs to be removed. Yeah.
yeah,
You're right.
it has because it's not. Come on.
But that's the whole. See,
Fucking
that whole
medication.
But see,
and
the
y'all,
whole- right.
and the government is at this point, y'all making money, but y'all just trying to keep, you know what I mean, other ways of still fucking with people.
The whole point of it is that it's not even to be a marijuana apologist or to be the person that stands up for it. At the end of the day, it's just basically saying that if we in this country are now rounding the curve to say, okay, marijuana is not as bad as we thought it was, and we're going to legalize it, and they're making it happen, and it's legal now in fucking 30-something states or something like that in some way, shape, or form, then we need to lift all these bans and sanctions off of it. So we have a point to argue in, because guess what? If a Jamaican girl wins that fucking race because something that one of our athletes has done here that's legal, that don't work for them, we don't have a leg to stand on because we still following their rules. Fuck that. We America. We bring the best athletes. Really, the rest of the Olympic Committee, which niggas will drop the fuck out. If half the NBA players, have the NBA players most of the time, 99% of the time, go over there and win that fucking gold medal for basketball. Just imagine if Kevin Durant and them niggas, you know what I'm saying, was tested positive for weed. Man, they would never let us live it down. They'd be like, you Americans can't even keep, you know what I'm saying, for smoking weed. So my thing is that, follow the rules for what they are, but I can understand her plight. But also, we need to get these dumbass sanctions out of here. We really do, because they stupid. I just think, I honestly, it's just too much.
Kelly, did you check on the situation?
Yeah, what was you
concerning
saying?
The shot putter? The black girl that they removed her.
Oh,
you
really?
said they removed her because of
She turned her back. She turned her back on the playing in the national anthem.
Yeah, but they didn't. Oh, I didn't look up.
If
I
they
can't remember
if
her
they
name.
cut her out of the Olympics for that, that's the
But I don't
wildest shit
think
I've
so,
ever heard.
because what's name was just talking about it.
And that's just the worst thing. That's the worst thing in the world, though, too, is because shit like that. There's always a bottom line, and there's always an underlying reason for certain shit. That just reminds me of
I just feel
like
like
Marshawn Lynch not getting the ball in the Super Bowl because if he would have scored the touchdown, he'd have been the MVP. And you can't have an MVP that don't talk to the press. You know what I'm saying? No, that's real talk. So that's why they had Russell Wilson throw, because if he threw the touchdown pass, he would have been an MVP, and then he'll talk to the press. This is, dog, it's a money grab. It's a money grab, and they have their rules and sanctions. It's a business, and they do the shit because it's the way they want to do it. While you look that up, though, Kelly,
Yeah, she wasn't.
she wasn't? Okay. Any one of y'all,
Barry will be heading to her second Olympics, and she saw what it will take to earn anything close to a similar moment in Tokyo.
Oh, okay. All right,
Because
well, cool.
when on that stand, that's when she
Maybe they just,
she
maybe
came.
they just
They were
frowning
just
upon it.
Yeah, they were frowning
Yeah.
upon it, and then someone brought it up at the White House press meeting, and Biden's press secretary, most eloquently, I love her. I can't think of her name right now, but I love her.
Right.
She said, "I have not spoken to President Biden about the situation.
Right.
I do know that he's proud to be an American."
Right.
He's like, but you also have to admit that America hasn't had the best history of being a fair country.
There you go.
Especially to African Americans.
Right.
So if that's what she felt she needed to do at that moment, then that's what she needed to do.
And she's free to do so. She's
Yeah.
fucking free to do so. Anyway, let's just move on with that. Let's just, yeah.
Like that.
Any one of y'all see the Keith Sweat versus Bobby Brown?
Not yet. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, I need to watch. It could snuck up on me so fast. Like I didn't know. I didn't know nothing
Yeah,
about it.
because Essence is going on. Essence Festival is going on. So that's where
That's
it
what I'm
was
saying. They
the
just
opening night.
squeezed it in.
Right. I think they were going to have it anyway, but they actually,
because that was what? That
filmed
was
it.
what was that, Thursday?
yeah.
Like
I see.
I was on a date.
Went on Instagram.
I had a-
and
I was in a-
see
I was in a
Avion,
bar.
The replay, like, what the fuck?
that's what I'm saying. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, God damn, this shit
Like,
happened real
I
quick.
found it on YouTube and I reposted it to my page so
But
I could find it.
from what I'm hearing,
It was hilarious.
yeah, because Keith still looked like Keith, and we know what Bobby Brown looked like.
Right.
So the problem with it is that you would think that Bobby should smoke Keith.
They said
That
Keith
wasn't the case.
was.
They
yeah.
said Keith went animal. He went different. So I'm gonna have to watch it to find out. Shannon seen it, but I'm
Because he was like, yo, I started all this nasty shit because he started playing Silk. He's like, I started this nasty shit.
yeah. And plus, Keith Sweat still being Keith Sweat, and people don't realize how hood Keith Sweat is. Keith Sweat from Harlem.
Yeah.
Keith Sweat used to rob niggas back in the day. Keith Sweat is an OG.
Let me tell you something.
It just so happens can sing.
I
Oh shit! About to find out.
I
something.
love Keith Sweat though. Don't get me
Uh-huh.
wrong.
Can't say.
He is not the best singer.
No, he's a whiner.
He's a whiner.
Come on.
But I will tell you, I went many years ago. He was the closing act to Powerhouse.
Uh-huh.
And when I say he put on a motherfucking show,
Yeah.
I appreciate Keith Sweat.
Remember Unity Day? Remember
Yeah.
Unity Day down
Uh-huh.
the Parkway where he sat at different stages? There
Yeah.
was one year free concert, WDAS or whatnot. This was probably like 2002? 2002.
Mm-hmm.
One night I think I graduated from high school already. I was down there to see Reg and my other homies used to be in a group called the Subliminal Orphans. And they that was, you know what I mean? And they was sick. They used to
Subliminal Orphans.
yeah. I'll let you listen to some of their music. That was the shit, right? So we was down there supporting them, and they were on a stage that they first and foremost, we used to take our music seriously. You know what I mean? We had practice venues, we had all different types of shit. So they had a whole show. They had a show. So we was down there and supporting them, and when we was leaving, we bumped into the main stage, and yeah, Keith Sweat or the R&B stage, whatever. Keith Sweat was doing his thing. Old women still throwing their panties up there, whatnot. What is with the what? Now, when women throw their panties, was they throwing used panties or was they throwing like
Yeah.
they was throwing the panties they had on?
It
Oh,
depends
they had
on the
panties in the
person.
purse.
It depends on the person. Because I have seen
When
on
do you-
different videos
When do
panties.
you stop throwing panties?
I've seen panties thrown on stage that still
They
had
say
tags
still
on
throw
them.
panties at Tom Jones.
I can see Tom Jones catching some panties. They're mostly bloomers. They gotta be bloomers. Gotta be bloomers.
Next topic.
Honestly.
Bloomer
Next
thongs.
topic.
Keith Sweat ain't catching no
Bloomer
thongs no
thongs.
more either. They bloomers.
Next topic.
Huh?
Bloomer thongs.
Or the bloomer thong. Nah, but then I don't
The
think
ones
women-
we were talking about
Yeah, the
last
one we
week.
talking
We
about.
call
Yeah,
the blongs.
the blongs.
The blongs.
Yeah, but I just don't think that they're gonna. They wouldn't walk away from it with their stomach moving around and whatnot. So there had to be something they probably already had in their purse.
So
Oh, they don't give a fuck?
I reached out
Yeah.
to the fan page to see how, our people were talking, feeling about Bill Cosby being released.
Yeah.
And homeboy Marlon Broski He said, I feel fine. He's like, you know how Marlon do. He's like, I feel fine. White people get released due to technicalities all the time. It's about time we got a technical in our favor. So
Yeah. I mean, I can understand. I can definitely understand it. I was more talking about him getting released and shit. That's what was supposed to fucking happen. I'm just talking about everything on the back end, because that shit, all that shit bothers me from the rip. And then when I find out that you didn't even have a leg to stand on and send this nigga to jail, my nigga, what? Fuck is you talking about? No. Did y'all see it's a fucking ring of fire in the Gulf of Mexico right now?
no.
There is a ring of fire. The ocean is on fire. And if you think I'm bullshitting, look it up. Look it up. There are fucking water trucks. It's the craziest shit, right? Let me see something. I think you can find it on just type in, just Google fire in
Massive
ocean.
eye of fire breaks out from pipeline leak in the Gulf of Mexico.
Now, here's the deal, and I understand that wholeheartedly. Is gasoline something that can't be put out by water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to smother gas?
Yeah.
I thought you had to smother oil.
What do you think gas
Oh,
is?
that's true. But they said it's a gas pipeline. No, wait a minute. No, that's not true. Gasoline is processed oil. Right.
But it's still oil.
But
It's
you can
still
put
oil based.
But you can still put you can put
No, but you can't
gas-
put it out with water. Obviously, you can't. It's a fucking ring of fire in the Gulf of Mexico.
I just don't. To me, wait a minute.
You
Something,
gonna look at me like I'm retarded?
Listen, I'm just saying.
Obviously, you can't put out a gasoline fire with water if it's in the water. You would think it would instantly put itself out, but it's not.
Google that.
The ocean is on fire in the Gulf.
I understand. Okay, Google.
A giant ring of flames erupted on the ocean surface in the Gulf of Mexico Friday, setting social media ablaze as stunning aerial footage of the eye of fire went viral.
Thank you. I just Googled it. Liquid gas fires like gasoline can be put out by smothering with a blanket. Okay. Water is ineffective.
Use
for putting out a
nitrogen.
gas
Nigga,
fire.
water
Okay.
is fucking ineffective.
Right. Putting out a gas fire.
But
and
my point is,
Right.
you should not have had to look it up because it is a ring of fire in the ocean. If the ocean is not putting its shit out by itself, then it cannot. Shut it up.
I was feeling like it was the end of days. That's the only thing I was feeling. I was feeling like it was a portal to hell. Open it up. That's how I feel.
Anyway,
I felt like it was a portal to hell. Open it up in the middle of the fucking. The Gulf of Mexico.
More. The bright orange fire west of the Yucatan Peninsula was sparked by a leak from an underwater pipeline, according to the Mexican state oil company, Pemex. It took more than 5 hours to fully contain the blaze, which broke out at about 5 o'clock in the morning. No injuries were reported. Company workers used nitrogen to control the inferno, which resembled molten lava swirling on the water. Now, lava can be put out by water, because you ever seen lava go in the water instantly?
Right.
Gas is not lava.
Okay. So, all right. So let's scratch that from the record.
Mr. Know-It-All did not know that.
No, because I'm going with my conspiracy theory. A portal to hell opened up in the Gulf of Mexico over the past couple days.
Did Scorpion come out?
Nah, listen. I don't know who crawled out of it, but we might have some demons or something walking amongst us, but they're coming through the water now. So I just want everybody to be careful. There are small, tiny portals of hell opening up, and they were able to contain it with some lava and then, using some other stuff to smother it out.
However,
But as we know, gas fires can't be put out with water.
now you know.
Now we know.
And no one's half the battle. But it says the incident
G.I. Joe!
the incident did not generate any spill.
Right.
But the Angel Catilares, which is the oil safety regulator, whatever,
Right.
he did not explain what was burning on the water surface.
That is because he lied. There's a portal to hell that opened up. That's why, you know why he didn't explain it? Because he opened the portal.
Because he couldn't explain it.
He opened the portal. And he opened the portal. Look in his room for a Ouija board. That nigga sounds
hate
suspect.
you. I
What's
hate
his
you.
name? What's the guy's name?
I don't know. I got off the
Hades.
page.
Porta Plata Hades.
Oh my
I knew
gosh.
that. These niggas be sneaky, bro. They sneaky out there.
watch 'em.
Gotta watch him.
can't.
You gotta watch him. That nigga last name Hades. Look at Bob. Oh man. Damn.
Did y'all go peep all the
God damn,
performances
fat
from?
Bobby.
There was a
is
second
not
part.
moving,
There
huh?
was a second part.
Did y'all peep all the performances from the BET Awards last week?
No.
I did not see all of them. I did see some.
Fuck the BET Awards.
uh,
That shit was horrible. The only thing I enjoyed was a tribute to DMX.
I'm about to say, yeah, you
I
said you
ta- I
got
ta-
misty-eyed.
I taped it
Mm-hmm.
so I could fast forward.
You peeped
And
the-
basically, I fast forward all the way. I fast forward to Latifah's tribute.
Yeah, I'm about to say that tribute was
Was awesome.
I'm getting
And then
I'm getting sick and tired of a 53-year-old man standing up there, cut the fuck up, and your woman will tell you to your face verbatim that she would leave you for this ripped ass rapping nigga. Method
I'm leaving everybody for
man,
Method.
You're disrespectful, dog. Stop standing up
maybe
there.
I'm not
try
leaving
to-
for Method. I'm not.
You know, you're not leaving no more. Oh shit.
I'm not leaving for Method. You know why I'm not leaving for Method?
Why?
Because Method ain't leaving his wife.
No. he
Method
not.
ain't leaving his wife at all.
Let's say he wasn't married though. I'm sick and tired of this.
If I had a chance. If I had a chance.
53-year-old nigga up there flexing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Rapping, motherfucker. I'm jealous.
Slipping.
I'm
I'm
jealous.
falling.
I'm hating.
Can't get up.
I'm hating. I'm hating.
Slipping.
Shout
I'm
out to
falling.
Method Man. I'm
I
hating.
can't
I'm
get
hating
up.
on that shit.
Oh, slipping. I'm
Brittney Spears,
They denied her.
they denied the removal of the
Disrespectful.
what's the proprietorship from her. Something is up, dog.
It's just
Something. That's some crazy shit. Like I don't even think we had talked. Did we speak about this at
We talked about
all?
it last week.
Did we talk? We talked about it a little. I don't remember.
I don't remember talking
Only
about
thing
it.
Talking about it
only,
afterwards.
only thing that I know is that the situation that's going on right now, her not being able to take out her IUD. What's IUD? IUD is fucking ridiculous. How do you have control over my reproductive system? Who the fuck signed that contract?
How high was she when she signed that?
Listen, because she put this into play. But this was years ago. You know what I'm saying? This shit been going on for like 20 years now. Brittany is like 40 something. What the fuck are we talking about? How, Sway? How does her father,
39 years old.
39 years old, how the fuck? First and foremost, man, to me that don't even sit right as a father
But I
of a
think we
daughter.
talked about
to have-
that along a few episodes ago as
Right.
to why this is one of the reasons why she doesn't want to perform. She doesn't want to perform because she doesn't have control of her money. So I'm
Right.
performing so you can benefit off of my money. So she said, fuck performing, fuck making music until I have control of my shit.
So essentially, for years, Brittany has because she didn't even want to do the residency in Vegas.
No.
When she came out of retirement or whatever she was, and she did the joint with Nicki. Remember, she was on stage and did all that other shit and whatnot. Something is, yes, she does have mental health issues, and we know that. Remember when she went bald and we know
When
we
you
know
look
she
at
was
the
fucked up.
entertainment
Yeah.
industry, and it was just like,
When Kevin
Shit-
Federline
shit-
got custody of the kids, we knew
Yeah.
shit was crazy.
and then it's just shit is overwhelming.
But I don't understand how, and that's the reason why, because Brittney Spears likeness songs, all that other shit, I don't even know. I doubt she owns the masters, but I'm almost certain that there's something up with that to where there is a lot of money that floats through that situation. And I think that the judge, between the father, the judge, the mom, all of them, they are, you don't never hear about none of the motherfuckers working. They don't work nowhere. They don't work nowhere. So therefore, they're living off of whatever residuals Brittney Spears is able to offer. And if you can live, that's like when people collect the SSI check from the disabled fucking relative.
Yeah.
And then move them in the
or
crib.
dead relative.
And move them in the crib.
So, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge denied on Wednesday a motion to remove Brittany's father from his role as conservator of his daughter's $60 million estate.
See what I'm saying?
Making official a November request to allow a trust to act as a co-conservator of her estate. While the decision came just 1 week after the pop star's bombshell testimony
Right.
about Jamie Spears' role as a conservator, Judge Brenda Penny's ruling was not a result of that hearing. It was instead made on a request from November in which Spears' attorney filed to add the Bessemer Trust to serve as conservator alongside with the singer's father. The conservators request to suspend James Spears immediately upon the appointment of the trust company as sole conservator of his estate was denied without prejudice. So, two sources close to the singer said her attorney is planning to file a petition to terminate the nearly 13-year conservatorship. Brittney has spoken to Sam multiple times since last week, and she's asked him point blank once again to file the paperwork. So she's not giving up.
How do you deny modern day control and slavery without prejudice?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the craziest shit I've ever heard. We're gonna just deny that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't we just not gonna give you nothing.
So
which is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something inside of Brittney where they feel like if you give her access to her estate, she's gonna blow it.
Her father attorneys submitted a pair of filings, one of which asked the judge to launch an investigation into the claims made by Brittney last week, where she alleged that she was forced to perform and take medication against her will.
Now, I've heard that as well.
She says, I felt drunk. I couldn't even stick up for myself. I couldn't even have a conversation, with my mom or dad about anything. I told them I was scared that they had 6 different nurses come to my home to monitor me while I was on this medication that I didn't want to be on in the beginning. The medication that they had her on was lithium.
Lithium? Like the shit they put in batteries?
Well, there's a medical version of it.
Oh, okay. All right.
So lithium is a very, very strong medication, and this is what it says.
Right.
Lithium is a very, very strong medication, a completely different medication than what I've been on. You can go mentally impaired if you take too much, stay on it longer, too much or stay on it longer than 5 months. It's commonly used to treat bipolar disorder, which causes episodes of depression and mania, a feeling of controlled irritability or excitement. It can be used to also treat depression. So she's like, I truly believe this conservatorship is abusive. I just want my life back. It's been 13 years. It's enough. So they have another hearing scheduled for July 14th.
As they should. As they should. She should just keep fighting, because honestly, having control of a fucking adult it's on some different type shit.
Right.
To me personally, I don't agree with it. I think it's fucked up, and I think that this shouldn't even be legal. This shouldn't even be legal. But we're talking about a middle-aged woman, you know what I'm saying, and her elderly father that's controlling her fucking life, like every facet of it.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. Finally, did you hear about the NCAA?
Nope.
You hear about the?
Nope.
I think this was a case of the Supreme Court. No, you should hear about this. This is very.
But I didn't. I'm telling you now.
All right,
NCAA. You said NCAA, right?
Yes.
Is that basketball?
Is
that college basketball?
All collegiate sports.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Essentially, what
Sports.
it is. Yeah,
Sports.
you're right. See, the problem is that you can block out sports. Stop blocking out sports. You're gonna have to sit. You're gonna have to sit and curl.
Out football.
I know you're gonna have to sit and curl up.
I watch the NFL. I watch the Eagles.
You're gonna have to sit and curl up next to a man and watch something that you're not positively.
I do.
Into. No,
I do.
What do you watch?
Football.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, football is, I guess, kind of bearable, especially if you like the team.
Right, exactly.
But essentially, what happened was the NCAA.
He likes a team that I don't like, but
Ooh, what team is that?
He's a Steelers fan.
Oh, yeah, hell no.
Really, look, a Steelers fan.
See, I
Really
really,
got stealing stuff in his car.
I really wish.
I told
that
you I know him. I know.
I really
I
wish
told
that
you
I
I
could
know
be
him.
upset. I wish I could be upset for
But
you.
you understand, though.
But I live.
You live with a
with the
Steelers
Steelers
fan. You're the
fan,
only
yeah.
person I know that's going to understand.
No. You got no. Big one understand too.
Yeah.
Big, would understand
Big,
too.
yeah.
He'd understand
But
too.
I'm on the female side of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't know what it's like to walk into a room and be like,
Yeah. No.
what?
Let me tell you something.
The...
I lived in Pittsburgh for 2 years.
He was
I know,
like, we
I know what it's
only
like to
gonna
walk
play
into a
on
supermarket like that
He's like, I can't even say that we going to play each other every season.
every 4 years.
We not really opposed. He's like, at one point in time, we were one team.
The Steagles.
And I'm like, I
Listen.
still don't care. It's not the Eagles.
I see the problem.
But because I'm trying to be good, I'm being accepting.
That is one of the most obnoxious fan bases in the history of the world.
You thought we look.
So
You think we bad?
No, here's the obnoxious. There are the top 5
But guess
most
what?
obnoxious
But guess
teams
what?
in the NFL.
He's not from Pittsburgh.
Oh, we know.
He's
That's never the
from
case.
Pittsburgh.
It's never the case. That's the whole point. Doesn't matter. If you're a part of the fan base, you're part of the fan base. Number one most obnoxious fan base in the history of football. The fucking Dallas Cowboys.
Ignorant.
My God, I hate them. I hate them. Oh my gosh. There are children yet to be born that are Cowboys fans that I can't stand already.
At all.
Oh my God, I am just not a fan of any of you people at all. If you love the podcast, I love you for loving the podcast, but please just don't talk sports to me. Don't talk football to me ever.
I was coming out the market, and I saw this black man, older black man.
Yeah.
And he had a cowboy hat on. And I'm like, you don't see that in the city normally, okay?
And he probably says
And
something.
then now look, yeah, I don't rarely see
cowboy
somebody with a
hat?
cowboy.
Cowboys?
No.
A
fucking
cowboy hat, like riding a
Actual
horse.
cowboy.
Cowboy
Yeah,
hat.
like a fucking-
And then I look down and I see he has cowboy boots on. What drew me to him was this big ass belt he had around his
Cowboy
waist.
star.
But then the shirt. Dallas Cowboys. I've got a fucking real Dallas Cowboy walking into the supermarket. So I had to stop and take a picture.
Number 2 on that list is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes.
Number 3 is your very own Philadelphia Eagles. We are terrible.
We are horrible. Well, first of all.
But no.
First of all-
Wait. Should I say number 3? Wait a minute. Nah. Number 3 is the New England fucking Patriots.
And then the Eagles.
Then the Eagles. Yeah.
Why are the fans the worst?
The New England Patriots fans that you used to be a fan of, they're fucking terrible. They're terrible fans, bro. They are. Here's the deal.
I would think you would say Washington before.
Nah, Washington's not even a blip on the radar. I just feel sorry for their fans sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, because they're 50 miles from a team that's half as young and twice as good.
Did you hear about the fine they just got? The crazy fines?
Yeah, for what though?
Oh,
No, tell me what the fine was for.
The fines were for, and that's why I say that. They wasn't up to par with shit concerning anti-bullying and other personnel issues.
Nothing.
It was internal shit that was not up to par, up to NFL standards. So they got fined $10 million if I'm correct.
Nothing surprises me about a team's whose logo was an American Indian that they called Redskin up until 2020. I'm not surprised by that, by anything that they do that's fucked up. Come on, man. Are you fucking kidding me? It's the worst. Who's the number 5? I guess I one more. Who's the number 5th? Who's the 5th most obnoxious? I guess I could say San Francisco 49ers. The Niners. The Niners are up there. The Niners are up there. They're probably because they've won. Yeah. Buffalo is too. Buffalo, but you feel sorry for them because of Super Bowls
They've
they
never
lost.
won.
But it don't matter. They're assholes. They are, and they'll fight you.
The Browns
They'll fight you.
The Browns will fight you.
The Browns will fight you. That's because they
don't
always
win.
suck.
They just never won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they never won
always-
shit. See? So, but no, we was talking about the NCAA giving the kids money
Yeah.
for the likeness.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. I think you should get paid for your likeness. Some people don't like it because they're saying that, oh, we get the free education. But at the end of the day, my education is worth if my education is worth $90,000 for the time that let's say $120,000 for the time I spent
Give me
in college.
something.
My nigga, you've made $30 million off of my name because I'm gonna be a first round draft pick, and you mean to tell, especially this is big time for football players, not so much for basketball players because basketball players do the one and done thing most of the time. I'm talking about for
Not
football.
certain colleges. They usually do. It used to be. I mean, it's never been you had to do all 4, but
No, most
lot
guys
of
you should just want to do all 4. But my thing is like I'm talking about just nowadays. This is really for football players.
Yeah.
This is really about football players. And the reason why I say this is because if you have a good batch of anything, any type of football player that makes noise, and he's good, and you make noise while you're in college, he's going to sell jerseys. He's going to sell merchandise and his likeness and his pictures and all that shit. And you're going to make millions and millions and millions of dollars off this kid. And you mean to tell me that and he's helping your team win games and you can't stipend him something? You can't give him some bread?
Yeah.
No. That shit's it's going down. Trust me. And it's going to be a big, big deal because tuition's going to go up for a lot of places. But also, I do believe that it's going to be a lot more scholarship money because it's going to be a lot more kids. They're going to be a lot more invested in these kids now because it's going to be a situation where, your stipend, we're going to give you 10 grand a month. And then the USC say we're going to give you 10 grand a month. UCLA be like, nah, nigga, we'll give you 30. It's going to be like that. It's going to be salaries to these kids, which is not the smartest thing because most of these kids, a lot of times, they may not come from a whole lot. And they might be blown on the bag, walking around with big-ass chains in college, or they could be like the ones that got the motherfucking pageant moms and dads or whatnot that hover over them and spend all their money. That's what you got to worry about, too. But I guess
the thing is, I mean, if you're using my likeness,
yeah,
totally agree, they should get something. You may not be able to give them that cash, like, right this second while they're in college, but set up a trust fund for them so that way when they get out, because it's not guaranteed that everybody is going to go
that's true too
into a professional
but
arena.
They won't do that. You know why they won't do that?
The purpose is the fact that, you have the kids have no money. Even if they are on scholarships, now you get some that will have like meal packages, but besides that, they ain't got shit.
But see, that's the whole point. That's understandable. And the reason why that won't work for them to kind of escrow the money, if you will, is because anytime that you got an escrow, it's just like when you go into a bank, that location might have $12 million that they can disperse in that location. I don't mean they got $12 million in money. All that's figures on a computer. So imagine if you got a class of 30 niggas that graduate that all play football and you stipend them over 50 grand over the time that they was there, you looking to pay 30 niggas 50 grand a piece? They're not gonna do that. So they might as well just stipend them the money they get as shit comes in, as we sell t-shirts and jerseys and all that fucking shit. We push out and give you, a cut of money every month. That's the best way that they could do it, because them fucking tickets, they be like $100,000 in what stadium and whatnot. They be charging fucking $150 to college kids to come into the stadium. Shit is crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So anything else, current events, anything else going on? Anybody know about?
I need people to start acting like they got some fucking common sense.
I mean, as far as
these kids. Remember the video I posted earlier this week?
Oh, you talking about the curfew shit?
Curfew. Well, that's a new thing. Yeah, that's new news. They just officially passed a ordinance.
Yeah.
It's broken down by their age ranges. How they're gonna carry this out.
Honestly,
the only good thing that I say about the ordinance is that they're not going to find their parents.
Yeah. They're going to stop
I guess so.
They're going to stop finding the parents.
Right.
For the shit.
That was my worry.
Yeah, but
I was worried about getting fined.
But now you got to worry. Now you have to worry about leaving the kids that's doing this shit, doing this fuck shit out here up to their own devices with these cops with itchy trigger fingers.
Well, that was always a worry.
No, but this shit is serious because the first thing they're going to say is you wasn't supposed to be out. What reason did you have to pull me over? What reason did you have to approach me? You were out after curfew. So that's basically a stop and frisk type thing. That's basically a stop and frisk type thing.
That's not really what's going on. They're actually coming up with places for them to go instead of taking them to jail. Because basically but before this ordinance, that's what was happening. If they picked up a kid, they were taking them to sit at the precinct, wherever jailhouse.
Right. Or like I did
so
right
now
around the
they're
back of the
trying
van.
to come up with like
But
a
that's
place for them to go until the parent.
But that's
can
the end
actually-
result, though, right? They still got to be detained before they're taken.
No, they're going to get in a car and they're going to take them to the place. They're never going to the police station.
No. I'm just saying you still have to be detained. You
You
still have to be
Yeah, they-
detained.
and
You got to be arrested in order to be taken anywhere.
Well, what it says is the new iteration of this bill simplifies the times by age.
Right.
So under the new bill, whatever. The bill comes with an initial $1.5 million investment to help us with evening resource centers that can help our children get off the street and be reunited with their families. Currently, if a child is found violating curfew and a guardian can't be reached, they are taken to the police station. The bill also does away with monetary penalties for parents. I don't think it's fair to penalize parents, many of whom are working 2 and 3 jobs to take care of their families. The councilwoman added that simplifying the curfew laws help businesses better understand that when it's late, children should not be patronizing their stores. That's just one clip of what I saw.
Okay.
That's a good sign. That's.
Yeah, I mean, it sums it up. It's just, to me, like I said, all this shit makes me nervous, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of this shit makes me nervous. And I'm not saying that it's not a good thing to have this in
with
play.
the shit I just seen, like I see last Sunday, we went to a comedy show,
Right.
the TLO. Right before the comedy show ended, 19-year-old ended up getting shot across the street.
Oh shit.
On 6 people. Well, the cops arrived, and they go try to assist him to try to get him to their car. The motherfuckers who shot him decided to come back around and was shooting at the cops.
No shit.
Officers actually didn't fire any shots off. Officers actually didn't get hit.
Right.
But they were able to detain the 2 guys who came back around shooting and got weapons.
Right.
So while they're trying to clear up all this, you got about 4 or 5 cats on dirt bikes and 4-wheelers. And they want to be making noise. They drawn. They drawn.
Right.
They drawn. Next thing you know, when I say hundreds of fucking kids start swarming from every which way, just converging in that area, just
I don't know where.
Yeah.
And you know, we got in the vehicle we left, we rolled out. I seen videos of fighting going on. It was supposed to be a get fucked up party around the corner. From there, it was a teen joint. They kind of do this shit every year. Ironically, my daughter was invited by one of her cousins, and she told him, "I'm not fucking going
Fuck
there."
you. Fuck you.
Because my kids know better. Even my oldest son, that's what was different. But point blank, you know, there's a lot of different comments because the lady put a joint up and all these dusty kids. It ain't about degrading the kids.
Right.
But at the same token, as a guy who grew up in the streets, kids, understand, and y'all ain't watching this shit probably, but, you know, hopefully your parents will. Parents, be mindful where your kids are at all times, and let them know the streets don't lose. They've never lost. They will remain undefeated through generations of generations of generations.
Yeah, but just find, I mean, it's just
it ain't nothing
programs
out there for these kids.
And that's the whole point, man. It's
Yeah.
programs. It's something that needs to happen and whatnot that we need to enter these children into and whatnot so they're not always roaming these fucking streets. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So they're not always roaming these streets. Huh?
Stuck to the shirt.
You all right? You got Pink gotta go pee. But yeah. So
Ooh, that camera caught all that.
what?
That camera.
Oh man.
Yeah. We'll see you watching up there. I guess this time we can actually talk some sports. Suns going to the finals.
I told you something's going to the
You
finals.
did say that.
Yeah,
You did
told
say
you
that.
that. Told you that.
See, listen, Chris Paul, yo, he's a hella. He be acting he be on the court like swear he in a State Farm commercial.
Oh yeah. He'll give you an Oscar-worthy performance.
Oh,
but
man.
the name of the game is that because he come from that school. He come from that school, and now that everything has been pinpointed to where it needs to be, and he's in the situation that he wants to be in. You got 2 dinged up East Coast teams that, you know what I mean, from the East on the other side. I just don't think neither one of them gonna have what it takes to get the Suns out of here. The Suns will beat them anyway. Our Suns will beat either one of them teams full power. The Suns are that good, man. When the Suns made the short work that they did out of LeBron and the Lakers, I don't give a fuck if they was hurt or not. Like to me,
I want them to. I really
man, like honestly, it's to me, and like I said, I knew it was gonna be even the Suns and 6. Like, it's just they are a much better put together team than anybody else in the league right now. They remind me a whole lot of that Golden State team that went on a run for those 2-3 years. They just do.
So you think a healthy Brooklyn wouldn't have been a good match for them?
No, I don't. Honestly, I just don't. Because I know that healthy Brooklyn team got beat by the Sixers and by Ben Simmons non-shooting ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm always bringing it back to that. This motherfucker. Oh, I'm always bringing it to that.
There's a shooting last night in Philadelphia. Well, Ben Simmons.
Only thing we know for a fact is it wasn't Ben Simmons. You know,
Yeah.
but so yeah, because you know, and then the backlash of that shit is all over the place. But yeah, they are definitely, the Suns are definitely the favorites. Yeah,
they're favorite right now.
they should be the favorites. Devin Booker, when he's on, and I just don't see him being off anytime in a 7-game series. Like honestly,
because he had off games in this past series.
he has. They still beat him in 6.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But their star was gone. I applaud Paul George though.
Y'all know I can understand
I
that.
applaud the hell out of Paul George though. He tried to play his heart out.
He tried to, but it's still playoff P.
Listen, playoff P did his thing. These
It's
playoffs.
still, but no,
playoff P did his fucking thing.
He
these
did his
playoffs.
thing, but see, the problem is that when we start talking about revisionist history, though, we'll always say playoff P.
His
And the
numbers were
reason
so much-
why we say playoff P, the way we say playoff P, is that playoff P come up short in the playoffs. Regardless of, we ain't gonna look back and be like, oh, that 2021 year, though, he played his heart out. Yeah, no, that nigga still playoff P. playoff P. Pause. How do you know? Yo, all right, so I wanted to talk about something real quick. I was having, I don't know, man. I think probably because I thought about this when I was on the toilet and I was a little bit upset. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt the way. I was like, I said to myself,
That was so unnecessary in my
Not sure where
life.
this is going.
I said to myself,
Like, why are we in this car with you?
I said to myself, what we doing on time over there?
148.
All right. I said to myself when I was looking, I don't know. When I was thinking about this shit,
What shit? The shit
first,
you was
well,
putting the
no,
toilet?
the other shit was done. I was pretty much wrapping that up.
You was wrapping your shit up?
What you mean, nigga? You don't never drop.
Wait a minute.
You don't never mail your shit to somebody. What? Drop it at your next door neighbor house. All right, have a good time. Yeah. So, when is enough?
If you have to ask, it's enough.
All right. So, and I'm
It's
talking
real
about.
simple.
I'm talking about everything that goes along with when we talked about this Bill Cosby thing, and I don't want to stay on it too long, but I do want to talk about it. But we kind of touched on it earlier. Just holding. I just think I keep thinking I'm a man, so I'm gonna say this: holding women accountable when it comes to these certain things. I think there's a fine line between, or maybe the line ain't even that fine. To me, it's a solid line between protection and then the understanding of what needs to happen. Where do we draw the line to say, hey, look, what's going on to you? What happened to you is wrong. And then if the person next to you is saying, well, I've been wronged in the same way, well, you tell me what you did. Well, I did what she did, but I kept doing it over and over and over again. And it wasn't the same exact thing. It was me wanting to keep going back. But I'm a
The
victim
Me
too.
Too shit. The Me
But
Too
I'm a
shit.
victim too. Because that happened to me too. I took the drugs too. He gave me but you take them? He said, well, we was all taking them. Listen, when is the accountability? I mean, is it an adulthood thing? Or when do we start holding these young ladies accountable for this shit? When do we start holding them accountable?
Yo, here's my beef, right? Here's my beef. And it's not to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
Cardi recorded, stated, let it be known in interviews as well as on songs that she drugged and raped niggas. I mean, drugged and robbed niggas. And there's no shots, no shade at Cardi.
Right.
But what's good for the goose should also be good for the gander. You know, shit shouldn't be one way for one person or one sex or one race or one nationality or one background or
Right.
anything. Shit should be even all the way around the board for everybody. And fuck your 15 minutes of fame if your 15 minutes of fame ain't about nothing real. How about that?
Wow. Okay.
How
Okay.
about that?
Okay. I mean, I can
Fuck
dig.
your 15 minutes of fame. Your 15 minutes of fame ain't about nothing real. If it's about some fucking falsehoods, you know what I mean? And it's not to shame, shade, or throw no rocks at nobody.
But why do we
if
have
your
to-
shit ain't true,
But see
shut
that-
the fuck up.
But why do we have to keep saying that? It's almost like the problem is that people. Here we go with the attacking. People want to attack. People will attack in a certain way for a certain reason because that's what they want to do. Oops, my fault. I don't know why. God damn it, fucking phone playing shit. People attack the way that they want to attack because they want you to hear their opinion. My opinion is my fucking opinion. Base blah, bottom line.
It is an opinion.
And
Like
if you-
assholes, everybody got one.
But if you differentiate, not even differentiate, if you differ, if your opinion differs from theirs, then they look at you like, oh, you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. And I don't look at it as being part of the problem and whatnot. Like I said before, I said straight up, I said some of you bitches is not victims. You know what I'm saying? And y'all muddy in the water. See, it's always a but that goes there. See, that's what happens. It's a but because we always do it. Some of y'all victims, some of you bitches ain't victims. But for the ones that are, this, that, and the third, we have to get to the point where we don't even need to say that shit. That's the whole thing. We don't need to say that shit. Stop grouping everybody in the same path. Stop grouping everybody in the same situation.
Why does
You
everybody
know what I mean?
have to be so fucking sensitive about everything that's
But not only that, man, I had listened to something, right? And do you not know, all right, remember we always talk about the person, the guy that wants to fight the dude because his girl fucked the dude.
dickhead.
That's the same shit with the girl fighting a girl because the other girl was
All right, so
fucking her dude.
That's fine. So
That's it's the same thing. You
let's,
cannot blame her.
But see,
For
here's
your
it.
dude
But,
fucking
all
her.
right, so let's not even put that in. I understand. This your 85%. You defended the man. Here's the deal. I'm not even talking.
Wait, I
about,
mean,
no.
is it,
No,
either
no, no, no.
way, in a relationship.
That's not even
way.
what I was bringing it to. I'm not even
Oh,
talking about
go
that
ahead.
portion. What I'm talking about is the fact that for some reason, as men, I think protection. There's okay. Trying to think of the best way to word this. Protection comes with a form of feeling as if that what you're protecting it because you are stronger. You are protecting because you need to be the protector. Does that make any sense?
No.
All right. If I'm a motherfucking bodyguard, I'm not gonna hire a bodyguard that's my size. The bodyguard's bigger
Right.
because nigga, he's the bodyguard. He's to protect me. Okay? So therefore, what happens is that when we say protect women, protect black women, we're looking at it along the lines of you are a man, you are physically stronger. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you are to protect black women. Okay? So let's put it out of sight, out of mind with that. The problem with that is that when you take that ideology and you keep it going throughout history, we are not even realizing that we've automatically put our protectee here, which means that not only she's not physically strong enough, she might not be mentally strong enough. That's the reason why immature men feel as if that your woman is mindless. You ain't never had a nigga be like, if your girl ask a nigga. I've heard niggas say this. Ask a nigga to be like, yo, if your girl, you say something to the boy, yo, if the girl want to fuck a nigga, she gonna fuck a nigga. But I just don't trust niggas. Nigga, what is it not to trust about niggas? If your girl's gonna fuck him, she's gonna fuck him. But I just don't trust these niggas. So you mean to tell me that you
don't trust her or
you
the
don't
niggas?
trust her, but you living with a girl that can be coerced into fucking a nigga that she didn't want to fuck? Huh? That don't make no sense to me. So therefore, no, you just don't want to
Please
admit,
give it back.
right? And that's the point. You
She
don't
for
want
the streets.
You don't want to admit that your woman is a fucking banshee. You know what I'm saying? She out here, she'll suck a new,
What the
Yeah,
thing
she'll
is,
suck a new dick.
if he's on the level of she gonna fuck who she wanna fuck, or she gonna fuck niggas, I don't trust these niggas.
Right.
Then he's already doing the same thing.
But here we go. So this is the reason why this situation comes into play, because for some reason we've made, I guess maybe something about physical strength feeds over into mental strength as well. Because we treat these women, it's always a victim shame, and that's why I say most of these bitches ain't victims. Because we treat them like they fucking feeble, like they're stupid. How the fuck can you be a victim when you kept coming over my fucking house to fuck, to then take the drugs? How you a victim, bitch? How are you a victim? How?
Turkey, then we start up.
How are you a victim? Are you stupid? Are you emotionally unavailable? Do you have a mental disorder? Did I take advantage of a feeble, handicapped person? No. That's the problem.
Did I drug you before you got here or afterwards?
And that exactly.
No, I'm sorry. Did I hand you the drugs before you got here or
That's
afterwards?
what this shit just bothers me so much because we sit
Did
up
you
there.
ask for them?
We get up there
Did
and
you
whatnot.
ask for a glass of wine?
There's so many. We move the goalpost on so many different elements of this situation, and it bothers me to no end because I don't think that we'll ever get past it because of that. You know what I'm saying? We'll never get past that and whatnot because you're going to protect those that need to be protected. Am I right? Am I right? That's what I'm saying. So all in all, but the ones that I feel I need to be protected, I ain't never sitting up there and worried about, all right, if mine goes out of the fucking house, that she's going to be coerced into giving up the pussy. And then be like, I can't believe that nigga did that to you. What? Do I look like a fucking moron?
Takes two.
Come on.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
I can't believe that his game was so strong that you just had no choice but to get teabagged.
I can't stand you.
You know what I'm saying? I can't believe this.
Boingy, boingy,
You got to,
boingy.
baby, you got to watch out for these niggas because these niggas talk so fucking crazy. They just talk. They got a great talk game, baby. They'll talk you right out your drawers. Cause for some reason your brain ain't formed enough to understand how a nigga talk and how a nigga move and what a nigga do. You might not be ready for.
Next topic.
These niggas, no, Kelly, wait a minute. No, let's keep going on this topic. So I want to understand what makes, and women feed into this shit too. They just don't know they feeding into it.
Okay.
What goes on in somebody's mind to make them think that a woman, and I'm just keeping it women, that women are feeble-minded and don't know what the fuck they doing and need a man to mansplain everything to them? Tell me, please.
Because they know how to play dumb.
Is that what it is? Is the playing dumb for so long?
They know how to play dumb.
That's what it is. That's what
they thought. Remember that post I put up about the why does a man have to afford to take a woman? And one of the dumbass comments that one of the females put up there was, well, he's supposed to go to work and I'm supposed to be, you know what I mean, like a cave woman, you know what I mean, just staying home looking all pretty, smelling like fruits and essence and shit and all rest that and I said, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of the cruise, like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, are you fucking serious? Like, I'm sorry, because at some point, you know, the women's movement rights, the Me Too era, you know, all that's come about. It's gotten to the point that, yes, we men are supposed to still be the protectors,
right,
but society is continuously demasculating us.
That's a whole nother topic, too. That
That's a whole nother topic.
That is a whole nother topic, but I do understand exactly what you're saying because I agree with that. But
So,
I also
you expect
there's
me
a
to protect you.
situation.
You expect me to protect you. We talked last week about, y'all mean, motherfuckers, women that lined their motherfucking men up to come fight somebody and got knocked the fuck out. I mean, that's never happened to me. But hey, you know, people experience that. Oh shit! So you expect us to protect you, but then you tear us down, and
I'm not even. So explain to me what I was talking about. Explain to me though. I want to know where the thought of bird brainness came in at.
I could not tell you
I
where.
swear to God.
Do you understand what I'm meaning when I'm saying
I
this?
understand
Right.
what you're saying. I don't know these people that play dumb for whatever reason, for whatever nigga, whatever, because I don't deal with them type of bitches. But there's also, you have to look at how they were raised. And that always goes back to some of my statements of some of these women. You have to look back at how they were raised and what they were taught about dating or what they were taught about, when you're dealing with a man, this, that, and the other. Like, I mean, I'm just for an example, like if I'm going on a date with somebody, at one point in my life, I'm expecting you to cover everything.
Yeah.
You cover everything on a date.
Okay.
But, there are times where, okay, I can't breathe. Where, even though you're covering the date, I might buy a couple of things, and cover us on that because you've gone out of your way to do this, that, and the other.
Right.
So if it's just something, it's $1, $2, whatever. I'm back in my pre-evolved days.
Okay.
Why are you handing it to me to pay for? Like, handle this. But
and I can understand
you're doing for me, and I
right.
have no problem doing for you.
Right.
Then if it's all going to be for the greater good of our evening, then you just keep it going.
But I don't have a problem with whatever social norms there used to be and all that. Like I said before, I just think that came with a long line of a thought process that labeled women inferior. And people that are inferior for some reason not only need to be protected. When we say protect black women, a lot of men feel as if that they're protecting black women from not only other people, but from themselves. They to protect black women for themselves because they can't make sound, just decisions. It's almost like real rap.
I don't think so,
No. But here's my no. Here, let's go along with this or whatnot. I know people that don't like their woman to go out by
that sound
themselves.
like some bullshit to me.
But I know you do sound like some bullshit. That's what I'm saying. But I know guys that won't let their woman out because if she goes out and she drinks and she get too drunk and whatnot, they're afraid that her inhibitions are lowered.
She gonna slip and the dick gonna
right,
pop
right,
off.
Exactly. Or you know what I mean? Or she get too drunk, she'll end up going home with a nigga.
They don't think that they know that.
Because they know their woman.
Right.
That's the fucking point. So that's the point that I'm getting at. So what happens is that
that's a trifling ass woman you fuck with.
And that's the point.
You can't say.
That's what I'm getting at.
You can't say all that. You can't put all of us.
No,
into
it's
that.
not.
You can put your woman.
But the problem with it is
there.
that the problem with it
and I'm
is
not saying for those that don't see me, I'm not talking to him. I'm just talking about the dude he's talking about.
Right. But I'm not even talking about a specific dude. I'm just talking about that. To me, what I'm talking about is actually the bad backlash residual of protecting women. That is.
But I don't think
that is the shit that you don't pay attention to.
When I hear protect black women, I'm not thinking along that lines. It's just that when you look at
For every action,
I'm not even.
For every action, there's an equal, and I guess you would say justifiable reaction. Okay, but nobody ever talks about the residue. Nobody ever talks about the rubbish. Nobody ever talks about the waste. Everybody talks about the gunshot. Not many people talk about the shell. They talk about the bullet and what it hit. The gun, the bullet, and what it hit. Not what it left behind.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? But we might have to start talking about it because I think we're conditioning people in the wrong way. We've been conditioned in a bad way. I think that knowing right from wrong and knowing what to protect and who to protect is a very, very important thing because I feel like once you line everything up, that's the reason why we make it.
I think we're talking about two different things.
No, we're talking about the same thing. The reason why is that because that's why but listen, that's why we make mistakes like send Bill Cosby to fucking jail when you don't have the discernible.
Send him to fucking jail. I don't give a fuck.
You can send him to jail.
When I say protect black women,
right.
I mean, if you see me walking down the street,
right,
regardless if you know me or not,
that's right. But that's
and you see something about to happen, or you see something talking to me disrespectfully.
That's the proper part of the training. That's the proper part of the training.
If
I see you walking down the street, running away from a nigga who dick you just sucked, and you took the money out of his fucking pocket, and then I run him down and beat him to death and whatnot. That's what you call not knowing the full range of a situation. And see, my point of it is that's the reason why there needs to be some sort of equilibrium. That's the reason why people cancel people, because like we said before, we talked about it. People that don't listen, people that don't know the full side of an entire story, they just know what they know. They see the shit on the surface. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. My whole thing is that Bill Cosby got God to answer to. This man's in his 80s. He's almost out of here. He's got God to answer to. But at the end of the day, when we got to nitpick back and forth about what bitch was lying and what bitch was telling the truth, who was the victim, who was doing this, bitches he was fucking with for 2 years, to up there, well, I'm a victim too. Fuck out of here. Tired of it. Because it happens too often. It happens too often. It's a lot of bullshit behind the scenes when it comes down to it. Because everybody wants inclusive, what is it? Inclusiveness. Inclusivity. That's what I thought. That's what I'm saying. Like, see, that's my whole point.
On a side note, out of the people that accused him, I know one was Beverly Johnson.
Yes.
Outside of that, how many were black? So the question of protect, the statement of protect black women doesn't even.
And maybe I shouldn't say protect. That's why I was trying to say protect women beforehand and whatnot. But I mean, I
that's
look
what
at
I'm saying. That's why I said we're talking about two different things.
I look at it all across. I look at it all the way across the board because I still feel as if we say protect black women because whatnot because that's close to home.
There's a difference.
Our mothers, our daughters, our wives are black women.
Protect black women. Is a difference.
I didn't say it wasn't.
I know, no. I'm just saying. For me,
right?
There's a difference between protect women and protect black women.
Okay, you're absolutely
because
right.
when we're saying as I was saying, when you say protect black women, I'm talking about in general, in the workplace, and just like speak. If I can't speak up for myself, because I'm trying to be censored.
Right.
If someone's trying to censor me,
but
you as my coworker, as a man, or even as a white man, have a voice and have the ability to formulate and have people listen to what I'm trying to convey.
Right.
That's where protect black women come in from. Because we're the backbone of every fucking thing.
Yes.
But as we all know, we're also the most put upon.
Absolutely. And that should be a part of our, and I think that also as black men, you're absolutely right. That's a situation that should be in our nature. But I do feel as if that there is, for every training, for every understanding that it comes down to, there's still a catch-22 in everything. And that's the reason why, like, I still feel as if that for every habit that you build that's a good habit, there is something on the back end living in the shadows that's not such a good habit. And that's the reason why you have something as good of a person as you can be if you come to a conclusion right away before knowing all the circumstantial evidence around it. That's a problem. And I know we're not perfect, and I know we people, and we can only do what we do or whatnot, but we got to stop. It's like I was saying earlier, we got to stop lighting the fires and marching around with the pitchforks or whatnot, ready to crucify a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If he did it, he did it. He fucked them girls. Are all those girls victims? I think sometimes you can forfeit victimness. You can't pick up being a victim when you fucking want to. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, there's no but in what you do when you keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can say I got a fucking. Once. I got a
twice.
Yeah, I got a sexual. If I say I got a sexual addiction, I got a sexual addiction, and I can't stop fucking random bitches. All right, I got a sexual addiction. Okay, I'm a victim of sexual addiction. You know what I mean? I can say that and be like, all right, that'll be what it is. But if I keep going out and fucking random bitches again and again and again.
You're a bitch. You're a habitual bitch fucker.
And again. And again. For no reason but the fact that that's what I do. This is the problem that nobody is ever going to come to me after. Come on, man. My father was on drugs. Been on drugs for a long time. You know what I'm saying? First thing my family say to me is, "Oh, your father's sick." I said, "Nigga, I'm 38 years old. My father was sick when I was 2. My father
been sick all my life.
Fuck being sick. My father is a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? When you first get it, you're sick. You know what I'm saying?
But when you do it for 30 years.
When you do it for 30 years, guess what, my nigga? That's all you. That's more of you than you. Period.
It's more of you than you.
More of you than you. And at the end of the day, these women, came through, didn't know they was gonna have to fuck Bill. Bill coerced him, say, look, come get this drink, come to Spanish Fly, fuck me, get you a part in this film, get you a part on this joint, get you some money with your pocket. Coerced him, probably wasn't the best bet. Fuck it, maybe I fuck Bill once, get my shit right. Boop. All right, fuck Bill, leave it be. Call Bill up again, I need some more money. Hey, look, you know what the deal is. Come back, fuck Bill. On and off, you fucking Bill for 3 years. That's Bill's fault.
Dick must have been good.
At the end of the day, that's all I'm saying, man. Everybody ain't fucking victims. Everybody ain't victims. I had some other shit, that what you call it, but I love the way that we was cooking on that. I just really do.
Had to sizzle up a little bit more.
Yeah. Like honestly, because that shit, like I said before, that's something that's been on my mind heavy. But I never want to feel as if that I'm coming off and being insensitive to it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
To actual victims. And I can say this because, you know, I made joke about this, but when we were talking, I've been raped by a woman. Wasn't fun. It wasn't fun.
Right.
But to actual victims, we do care. We do, you know, want those who have been done wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, speak up, use your voice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but don't play off other people's situations.
Right.
Women are extremely manipulative. They've been since Eve. Let's keep it G.
Oh, you did that.
And I will probably be hated, but guess what? The truth shall set you the fuck free, because it's the truth. But stop manipulating situations, and it's especially now. I ain't gonna act like a lot of these high-power people who done, you know, names done got dropped into shits.
Right.
Ain't this, you know, some shit? I don't judge. It ain't my motherfucking place to judge nobody.
Right.
It's on my shoulder. God is. We all have to answer to our higher power.
Mm-hmm.
We all have to answer to our higher power.
Right.
All right. But if you wasn't literally there to say yay, nay, who say?
All right.
Stop getting so deep in your feelings and your opinions.
Absolutely. Check it out. Before we get into Kelly's question real quick, y'all believe in UFOs?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yep.
you believe in
Unidentified flying objects. You
Have you
didn't say, do I believe in aliens? You said, do I believe in
Yeah,
yes.
you believe in aliens, you believe in all that shit.
Yep.
Have you ever seen what you considered a UFO?
Sure.
I mean,
Not an alien UFO. No, I've never seen an
you couldn't identify.
specific, nigga.
You couldn't identify what it was or whatnot.
Eventually.
Because you know the government is now basically they coming out of the bag and say, listen, it's really aliens.
Of course it is.
Look at what a pandemic could do.
First of all,
You haven't been real all this time.
First of all, there are how many planets?
A lot.
We the only ones.
Just
They got
not-
some kind of life on it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I understand that.
You know.
You know, we ain't never
we
we've never
don't
been
live
to another
we-
planet before.
Huh?
We've never been to another
We've
planet.
been to Mars.
What human
Not
being went to
we,
Mars?
not
I'm about
we.
to say, no human
But
being went to Mars.
Here's what I'm saying. We don't live on the surface of Earth. We live inside Earth. Okay?
Who live inside Earth?
What the hell are you talking about, Kelly?
Do-
We live
Earth
on the
isn't-
surface of fucking
no,
Earth.
we don't. We don't.
Are you a
When you-
flat earther?
No.
Oh, all right.
Listen, when you look at Earth, when you there's Earth is a round place, right?
Yes.
And when you go outside of Earth,
Uh-huh.
do you see people walking on the water? You can't see people from the outside of Earth. Like when the spaceships go up and look back at Earth.
Is it weed in that alkaline water? What the fuck are you
No.
talking about?
When it makes perfect sense to me.
No.
When the spaceships
Yes.
leave Earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And it turns around and it looks back at Earth.
Yes.
It's too far. It's too far away to see us. To see people.
Right.
It's too far away
You
to
can't
see buildings.
people on Mars.
Yeah, it's
You
too
can't
far.
see people-
It's too far away to see
But
buildings.
they
Right,
got
but you can see
they got
the
cameras
shapes
on
of-
Mars though.
Right.
They
But they don't have
put
cameras
they put-
inside the planet. They have
inside.
Well, inside. That's
Kelly,
I
what
mean
the fuck are
inside.
you talking about? You okay? They got cameras on the surface of Mars.
We live on the surface.
We live on the
of
surface
Earth.
of Earth. Are you talking about our atmosphere? All right, our atmosphere, that's the sky, though. So we ain't got nothing in the sky, but like,
No,
you
we
know
don't
what I
live in
mean?
the
Yeah,
sky.
we don't live in the sky, though.
I mean, I be feeling like it a lot of times, but
God lives in the sky. You know what I'm
Anyway,
saying?
the same place we are is the same place the other living inhabitants of the other planets are.
So there's no life on
Mars.
life on Mars then.
That's what the Jones have said.
Because they
Next topic.
They didn't have
Fuck y'all.
they didn't have
Next
shit.
topic.
They didn't have shit driving around on Mars for the past fucking 5 years.
On the surface. Maybe they don't live on the surface.
They
Well,
live
maybe
beneath
they
the
don't.
surface. There you go.
Maybe they do. Maybe they. You know, there are animals that live beneath the surface of Earth.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck y'all.
I mean, because you were saying it like we live in the fucking tunnels and subways and shit.
Groundhogs and shit. And
Like we subterranean. Like
Ninja Turtles and shit.
we live on the surface. It's just that, you know what I'm saying? Kelly got high before she came in today. I want to apologize for all the fact seekers. I can't even show you that all the facts she gave today were proper.
She said we live in the Earth.
We live in the earth. We live we live in the earth, not on the earth. Love Kelly.
She looking that shit up too.
I know she fucking, how come you gonna tell me that shit?
Motherfucker, we live in this.
Is it a conspiracy? Hold up. Are we in the Matrix? Maybe that's what Kelly is saying. Maybe Kelly is saying, no, nigga, we don't live where we think we live. Maybe we like
That's not what I'm saying, but go
us. Maybe like us. Maybe like the, you know how it was, they all lived in a fucking tunnel and they was doing the real shit, but the real people was on top. Yo, that was some deep shit. Yo, gangster. Kelly, you
Fuck y'all.
blew my mind with that shit.
How
Fuck
you,
both
Cal?
y'all.
Let's go right into Kelly's question.
Fuck my question. Fuck y'all.
Like, I can't do this shit anymore.
I'm done for the day.
Now you done for the day. Now you,
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
damn, Marshawn, like what we do? Like you said, I just was questioning what you were saying because I was just trying to get you to break it down, trying to understand your viewpoint. Can we get your question, please?
What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? That's my question.
We sober.
So am I.
That's the
man.
problem.
That's the problem.
Listen,
I'm just saying, you don't see motherfuckers walking on Mars, just like you don't see motherfuckers walking on Earth.
So you think Michael Jackson made the moonwalk up on the moonwalk?
First of all, Michael Jackson didn't make up the moonwalk.
Yo, Kelly is killing. Yo, she doubled down on it saying. She said, yo, listen, all I'm saying is that you'll see people walking on Earth like you'll see people. Oh my God, I love this fucking podcast. Oh, Kelly. Oh my God. Yo,
but you know what? You know what's really interesting though? Like when you really zoom in, like from a distance, like you can't even tell where the buildings are and shit. Like just think. About
is that what
shit
you're saying?
That's
Because
what
you
I'm
can't
talking
see them past the buildings?
about. Like when they take pictures, you just see the earth and you see, the green and the blue, the green and the blue.
That's
the
what
green
she's
and the blue.
saying.
That's
So
all
you're saying
see.
you can't see us from far away. But if you get close, you do see people walking around on Earth.
You haven't been on flights before though, right? You done flew off. You had the window seat. You looked out the window. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. That's not what it is.
All
At
right.
one point, I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Go to the question, please.
Where my music at, nigga?
I'm just playing
played
the
it.
music.
You did not.
Yes,
He
I
did
did.
play
You
it.
was pissed.
You wasn't listening.
I can't hear shit.
You can't hear the music.
It's low, but he played it. He played it.
It's playing.
You don't hear it? Turn your headphones up.
It's done. It played it twice.
3 times I made it.
I was walking around, and then I on the Earth's surface, and I played the music.
Fuck y'all niggas.
We love
Both of y'all
you,
can
Kellie.
go to hell.
We love you, Kelly. Oh
Say, kick
man.
The
me
Ring
out.
of Fire in Mexico, motherfucker. The Ring of Fire in Mexico.
We've already debunked that. It was a portal to hell, and it opened up,
You debunked it. I don't
and
believe it.
Juan Del Hades closed it. That's it. That was all we needed.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
if you discovered that when you were conceived, you were one of 5 identical embryos and have 4 living identical siblings, would you be more intrigued or distressed? And would you want to meet your siblings?
Intrigued,
Okay.
because I would be fascinated that God decided to make this sexiness 5 times over. My God. So, boy, won't he do it? Won't he fucking do it? I would be intrigued.
Okay.
I would want to see how they keep their hair.
Would you want to find them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see how they would keep. I want to see how each
How they
one of
dealt
them,
with that shit.
how they would keep their hair and shit. Like I would really want to see. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're identical, you know for a fact that any genetic thing that you have, like if I was going bald, I know they would be going bald. If I
Not
like
saying at the same time though.
genetic. If I'm not mistaken, I thought genes operated in the same facet. Identical genes operate in the same facet throughout time too. Yeah, I've never seen a twin go bald before another twin. Or you know what I'm saying? Like
I've never seen. I'm trying to think what twins I know that are actually bald. I don't know any male twins that are actually bald.
I mean, just I'm using that because that's something
know,
that you can
yeah.
see. You can see on the surface. But I never, like I just don't recall ever seeing anybody or have one twin that's extremely more gray than the other. Have you ever seen that?
More stress than the other. Could be more stress than the other.
Yeah.
That could be it. That could be it. The stress could be low. What I would just love to see just the aesthetics of the person.
People, you mean?
Of the
What do you
people,
want?
yo, shit.
Yeah,
Before, yeah.
Before.
Aesthetics of all.
Yeah.
And I know at least 2 of them will be a stone cold asshole. At least 2 of them. Because when you're dealing with genetic, you're dealing with identical, like they would be Aries. They would, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, pretty much covering. Yeah, I can see that.
All
What about you, Kelly?
As for me, I'll be intrigued.
Well, yeah.
No.
He didn't really
Oh, my
answer the
fault.
question. He
Oh.
was commenting on yours.
I was chiming in with
Oh
you.
shit,
Yeah.
my fault. Go ahead.
Can I ask my question?
No, all right, yeah, go ahead.
How would you feel, Ruffy?
I would be intrigued.
What the fuck,
I would be intrigued.
really? The fucking tweed.
I would wonder how many more fucking personalities there really is.
Because how many personalities do you have by yourself?
I'm not sure.
Right. So if there's 4 others and you're not sure about how many personalities you have,
Yes. I think just the 5 of
that's
us
just
would
a whole
have
psycho
party.
house
Yeah.
We would have a whole fucking party.
Be like,
by yourselves.
We all would smoke. I mean, of course, we all would fuck around and be high. We all would probably be drunk.
It'd probably be one that wouldn't.
yup, there probably be 1 or 2 that
There
would.
might be one that don't smoke as heavy.
Might smoke socially.
Might not. It will possibly be at least 2 that don't even smoke cigarettes. Possibly.
See that?
All 5 of us gonna be drinkers, and we all gonna like the Mary Jane. That's genetic. That's genetic. Listen, my mom smoked while she was pregnant with us. What?
Oh, wow.
My sperm donor blew like a Navajo. No, literally, my mom stopped smoking while I was 3
okay.
months because when she would first light up, I would get super fucking active for about 2.5 to 3 minutes. And then I would go dormant for hours. I said, yeah, because I'd be like, yo, shit, that's that shit.
Nigga, smoking
And
weed
get
ain't
high and go to sleep.
genetic.
You know, it can be passed through your genetics, man. The love for it.
Yo,
The love for it, man. We pass our loves on to our children
I want
sometimes.
to apologize for the weird shit that's been said today on this fucking podcast. I just listen. Yo, blame it on the fucking Leos. I don't know. I have no idea. There's been some crazy shit that been flying out of their mouth today. It's some wild shit.
I mean, it's 22 days to our holiday, so you know.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they as closer they get to their fucking birthday, they start to lose it.
Leo season is approaching. It is
It's some
I'm
crazy
accepting
ass
all gifts and dinner invitations all month.
My Cash App is
Really?
wide the fuck open.
shit. You are not accepting all dinner invitations.
From my friends.
Oh, okay.
From my
I'm about to
friends.
say.
What about when
Cause-
the name
cause-
begin with a
Yeah, because somebody would
Nigga, slice, get cut. Nigga, get cut. Get the fuck
with
cut.
hold up.
How about somebody tried to come for my neck?
A nigga who
How about somebody tried to come for my neck?
Oh, what are you talking about?
I'll tell you after. That's
Oh,
a
man.
Patreon discussion.
Oh.
But how about somebody tried to come for my neck? Nigga.
Oh, shit.
Boy, send me a TikTok. I watched the TikTok and asked, what the fuck does that have to do with me? Because
Oh.
basically,
Oh, we got some talking to do. Answer your question and whatnot so we can wrap this
I would
motherfucker
definitely
up.
be intrigued because
and yes, I would like to meet him.
all of this 5 times over. And what have you done? Because I don't want to get blamed for shit you did.
Hell yeah,
Because I
want
want to know
about that.
if you ever seen the movie with Marlon Wayne, Sextuplets.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And one of his twins was like almost as identical. All he had to do was change his clothes. They all had
Yeah.
different issues.
Right.
But I want to know because they actually, once they met each other, they can identify different traits in each one.
Right.
So they say, when I met such and such, oh yeah, that was definitely Michael, whatever.
Right.
I need to know if you say, damn, I just saw somebody look just like you.
Yeah.
What was they doing? They was in the wine and spirits. That was Michelle. That wasn't me. That was my sister. That was my twin. That was Michelle. Oh no, I saw her. She was coming out. She was at the church. Oh, okay, that was Geneva. That was my sister Geneva.
What's the likelihood that all 5 of y'all would be petty?
Oh, that's
5 for
100.
5 for 5.
That 5 for 5.
5 for 5.
5 for 5. You know how Wendy's got the 4 for 4?
Nah.
5 for 5.
I don't even.
That'd be-
I don't think the world ready for that shit.
Ooh, gosh.
That's a whole lot of fucking
Around
petty.
the table, petty.
Oh my gosh. Y'all be so fucking petty
And
sitting
come
around.
up with different ideas
They be
for
so-
the pettiness.
They be so petty sitting around the dinner table or
And
whatnot.
this week's Petty
I
Awards
was on the phone
They
with
wouldn't even eat.
somebody the other day, and they was like, "Damn, you gonna be petty like that?" I was like, "Do you realize that is my nickname on my podcast, General Petty?" And I'm sitting there listening to this man pour his heart out about some shit, and I say, "Stop," because I need 5 seconds to be petty. I need 5 seconds to be petty. And I was like, you had enough respect for this person to call them and tell them this shit? I was like, but all you did was send me a fucking long ass email?
Oh, shit.
I was like, how
Whoa,
disrespectful.
Patreon, Jesus Christ.
Get him.
Oh, shit. Yo, she's wildin'.
The fuck, I want to
Somebody would have got in her bag to
throw some more lighter fluid on that shit.
Like I said, I'm pettier than a motherfucker.
I see.
And I'm working on it. But if a nigga deserves my pettiness, then the nigga will get my pettiness.
Yo.
Finish him.
You understand how much fun it is?
Yeah, I'm
But the
starting-
only reason why I
Start
am
seeing.
cutting back on my pettiness because I don't want it to fuck with my good shit. And the world is small, and if you do too much pettiness, that shit'll come back to you. Then you don't have your good shit. No
Boomerang
more.
effect.
And I like my good shit. So
Well, that wasn't lane I wasn't expecting that we was gonna go into, but this is nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. Great
Oh,
question.
shit.
Great question.
Yeah, man.
Great ass question.
Yes, great question. All right.
I don't think the world be ready for 5 of me though.
Yeah.
you think they ready for 5 of this? 5 of this?
with the petty shit?
No.
Comment
Just
that I
5 of this. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Up top, down below. 5 of this.
Oh gosh. That's 30.
There's a lot to deal with
that's-
just having one Kelly Clinton in the world.
Yep.
You're gonna have 5?
That's 30 double D's.
Not double D's. God bless. That's little.
Oh shit.
That's little. If I got a reduction, I'd be a double D.
F class?
Oh my gosh.
E. G? You a G? You a double G?
What's my name?
A K. K Cup Kelly. All right. Oh Lord.
Depending on the creator of the material,
Brazier. Oh, all right.
it could be a J or a K.
Yo, man. What the fuck is your life lesson? Christ Jesus.
My ass.
Like Kelly
Just for
right
the record,
now.
I hate both your mothers.
Just in case it wasn't heard.
Ironically, just like Kelly. Don't try to turn around now.
You just,
YouTube, y'all seen that? It was like a full, it was a full double blue moon.
oh my gosh. Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
Oh shit. Well, today's life lesson, like Kelly when she came back down from using the bathroom last time, is don't get too comfortable. It breaks down in so many different ways, though.
Right.
But the direction I want to touch on today is you highlighted it at the beginning of the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're on 83.
Right.
We have 17 episodes till 100.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time to change some things up,
Absolutely.
adjust some things.
Right.
In life, our camaraderie has been great.
Mhm.
Our flow, our connection, our bond, the three of us, the way we can shoot shit around, back and forth, topics, ideas, jokes, entertainment, whatever the fuck. It's
Right.
great.
Right.
But we got to get better.
Absolutely.
So in life, we're working to build up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
With everything, we're looking to build up.
Right. Right.
We never want to. We start on the ground floor. Nobody wants to stay on the ground floor all their life.
Yeah. Because that's just the surface.
Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable.
Don't get comfortable.
People can get, you get a decent job and, you get a little raise and, you're feeling good, when that you and dream to be, you start this company and say it's 10 levels up.
Right, right.
You done got to the second level, you done got to the third level. The third level is so much better than it was on the first level.
Right.
That, you still got 7 more levels to go.
Absolutely.
But it's that made you got a little more cushion. So then you possibly get to that 4th level. And that 4th level got even more cushion than you're used to or accustomed to from that first level.
Right.
And sometimes we forget that our initial goal was to make it to the 10th level.
Right.
We done fuck around, got comfortable on the goddamn 4th level. But then we looking at, our peers who came in with us
Right.
with
right.
this, who done slid up there on that 6th level. They on that 7th level. They on that
Right,
8th
right.
level. They on that 9th level. And you got one right above us on the 5th level.
Yeah.
And they looking down at us.
Yeah.
And we're bitching and griping about they getting paid. I've been doing this as long as they have been. I've been around just what the fuck is they doing and why are they there and I'm here.
Right. Right.
Because in some aspect, whether mentally, physically, we've gotten fucking lazy.
Complacent.
We've gotten comfortable. I've noticed that. I've been there in relationships. We want more, but we can't figure out how to get there because we've gotten too fucking what? Comfortable in what we have, and we lost sight of our bigger plan or our bigger picture. So, and this is a lesson for myself to not get, because I've been too fucking comfortable. That's why I say I see me coming out my fog soon.
Right. Right. Right.
It's time for my fog, for my mental fog, because I've been too fucking comfortable.
Absolutely.
And when you're too comfortable, especially when you're not happy, You shouldn't be fucking comfortable the
At all.
fuck at all.
Not at all. You are absolutely right.
So
Not be comfortable at all.
figure out how, and this is for me, and this is for everybody, how to jumpstart your motherfucking engine to get back going. Because whether you're moving an inch forward a day, a centimeter a week a day, a mile a month, if you're moving forward, that's progress. But when you're sitting still, you're stagnant.
Absolutely.
You're comfortable. Can't get too comfortable in this world.
Drop a bomb on it. Drop a motherfucking bomb on zero. Own it. Own it. Own it. Own it. Own it.
Like the owl.
Like,
I'm trolling. I'm trolling. I'm trolling just because of that.
oh man, well this has been fun. Give my shout outs real quick. Shout out to the Spotify listeners, Apple Podcasts listeners, Google Podcasts listeners, Stitcher listeners, SoundCloud listeners, Anchor listeners, Home Team, and the YouTube viewers. Get with us on IG at Mr_Know-It-All_pod, Facebook fan page, Mr. Know-It-All podcast fan page. And please send us all your fuckery, duckery, edge, schmuckery over to the Gmail account at MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. It's MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what y'all gonna know? Oh, yeah, you said you cooking out for the rest of the
Tomorrow.
weekend. Oh, yeah,
Tomorrow,
tomorrow.
cook out to the crib.
All right. What you doing, Kelly?
I have no idea.
Come to the crib.
Well, I mean, I have that
Yeah.
out there. My cousin actually got married on the 4th of July, so he's having a little anniversary thing, told me to swing through, but
Right.
no,
Oh, okay.
it wasn't anything on my plans like, yeah, I gotta make it there. I don't care.
Yeah.
I might,
Booing up a little bit?
no.
No?
Him got work.
Oh.
Him come party and get drunk with me. And
Him
whoever
good at
else.
what he do. He like, I work. I
Yeah.
work a double.
Man, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Hey, it's okay.
No, I'm trying to figure out some shit, but be out here getting money between the raindrops. You know what I'm saying?
Get money.
Getting money between raindrops. I might even be out there on the 4th. I don't care, bro.
So we're gonna cook like a hot box?
Say what? That fucking stupid. Oh my gosh, man. Is this a new one or is it an old one?
No.
Oh, it's new? Oh, thank you, Kelly.
updated.
Thank you for the replacement. Let me leave y'all with crushing your goals. Oh, isn't that special? For the week. Check this out. This is from Issa Rae, y'all. So listen up. I haven't read it yet. I found that every time I asked for permission, the answer tended to be no. So I had to make my own yeses. God damn.
Oh, I have something to tell y'all. I found
Gotta
out.
love that.
So last week, anybody that watches our show and knows that Mr. Know-It-All puts up, a post, Mr. Know-It-All. Last week it was Leon, because it was called Nooks and Crannies.
Yes.
Well, I was tagged in a post of one of his interviews about the Temptations movie where he played David Ruffin.
Right.
The quote that followed him around the world that we all say, "Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis,"
Right.
was an ad lib.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
And he said the director came over to him because he did it in rehearsal.
Yeah.
And the director came over to him and was like, he doesn't like it when you say that. And he's like, he's not supposed to. I love fucking Leon, first of all. He's like, did you see his face when I said it?
Wow.
He's like this. That's the face you want when we record it.
Right.
I was like, plus, he's like, the worst part was the whole time that he's a method actor.
Right.
So the whole time they were filming The Temptations, he was David Ruffin. He was never Leon. He was straight David Ruffin. He's like, I come to find out that my coworkers really did not like me
Yeah.
while we were shooting that film. So
Listen, that's understandable.
just a little shot
Well,
out there.
Well, I'm glad they knew it.
I love you,
I know they
Leon.
were glad when it was over because it
You
was
get
like,
Leon
now
back.
it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends.
Negroes.
All right, y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Don't blow your fucking hands off. Happy 4th of July. If that's what you still celebrate.
I want to say
Happy
thank you to my
belated
best
birthday to
friend
my
who's
brother.
gonna make me some potato
Oh, yeah,
salad.
yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday, Roscoe.
Roscoe.
Happy birthday to my first heartbeat, Kwamir Quentin Christoph, which is my nephew. He will be 18 tomorrow.
Oh,
Happy birthday to my goddaughter Erica,
right.
who will be 23 tomorrow. And I'm really feeling some sort of way about
Damn.
that. But my babies, my 4th of July babies, happy birthday.
Happy belated birthday to my mom, whose
Yes.
birthday was a couple of days ago. Yeah,
Happy birthday, Mom. It's just
Happy birthday, Mama Know It All. Happy birthday to Mama Know It All.
where her
so.
husband take her. Her husband.
She went out to dinner or something like that. I drove all the way up to Chester to go see her, and
she
she,
went home.
had left, so I had to leave
Well,
the shit.
that's why you
had to leave the
called.
shit
That's
outside.
why you called before you come.
Well, we had already. It was supposed to be a surprise. It was me and Lyric go up there, so it was just, you know what I mean. But she said she wasn't going nowhere, but she did end up going somewhere.
Her husband.
Yeah, you know.
I'm
So
gonna take her somewhere. Surprise!
yeah, surprise. Yeah, surprise. Wasted all my goddamn gas going up there. Surprise.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
home.
got my birthday dress in the mail. I can't wait.
Oh Lord.
It's gonna be a problem,
Oh,
y'all.
so it's gonna be fun.
45 gonna be a problem, y'all.
Keep enjoying y'all summer. And
Be safe.
you cannot forget.
Must always remember.
And you must always remember.
Fuck them.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.